is it? What's going on?
How can we cope?
I'm angry.
Yeah, you never got a guest care. What happened? A bloody... Shut up, Stu. Shut up.
If he says one thing about how he needs to get up early in the morning, I'm just going to stab him.
But he needs to get up early in the morning.
Well, then he needs to not spill shit.
Well.
Wow.
Right, can I download that? Come on, you little...
Wow.
Well. Download.
Oh, God, Lord.
Right, is that download?
Wow, that was a bit of a doozy.
What do you mean? What happened?
Nothing happened.
So I've got a glass of...
I was
We
joking. We
worked
heard
it
the whole
out.
thing
Jesus
live.
Christ.
Do you know, I've got some lovely sarsaparilla and tonic water that tastes like root beer.
No, you
and
don't.
Well, I
No,
have
you
now.
don't. Now
I
you have
did.
a desk
Oh.
full of soggy crap.
I'll
That's
tell you
what
what,
got.
though, it was lucky, but the deck saver was on top of my DJ controller. Otherwise, that'd have been a goner.
Well,
Instead of-
there's a reason I have a jar with a lid on it. You got that? See? I've had too many close calls, so I got
My
me
very
this lid.
my very expensive controller would have been an expensive controller.
Get you a jar with a lid on it, buddy.
Oh my God, I was like shit.
Jar with a lid.
as you probably heard.
Yeah, we have it all on the tape.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll be at the beginning.
There's no other people. I know it is.
Sorry.
Laughing about.
Sorry.
Oh, here's some DJ Stu. No clue. What? Look at people dancing. Baby.
Holy
Put DJ No Clue, baby.
Baby. Baby. Okay.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, for God's sake. Hello, Mint
Oh,
Sakes. Hello,
sweet.
Ian.
Thank you, YouTube.
Apologies for the delay in the show. Stuart Fowler has spilt liquid all over his electrical equipment. And
Well,
something
luckily it
saying
didn't.
something,
That was the
and,
look.
Stu's talking. So, Stu's
That was the
back.
French dub of
Yeah.
this episode. Baby, baby. There's a yarn, too. Maybe I can use the yarn.
Right,
so,
I'm ready, people. He says.
yeah.
All
Finally.
right.
I'm ready. Finally ready. Hey, I'm ready. Yeah, there you go.
Well, here comes the theme song.
Is that it?
That's the name of the
That's it.
episode.
Wow.
Baby, baby, baby. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What the hell is all that noise?
I have to mute any music very, very quickly.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
lie,
No,
you
that was a
forget.
total accident. It will not happen again. I'm
Otherwise,
sorry.
we get chucked off YouTube.
I know.
We will.
All right,
Eventually,
we're ready
it'll
to
make
start.
it happen.
Are you ready to start?
We're
Yes.
ready. Go.
Too bad I'm not ready.
Cool. I'm fine with that.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here it comes, people.
What's that weird cat?
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers.
That's suspicious.
Jimmy, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you play this week.
That was a sound effect. That
Reviews and
like totally
picks.
threw me. That,
Stu
that
story
did.
time,
Oh my
Tunes
God.
Game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
It's very strange
It's the
what
veteran
Eric
gamers.
picks like as a
It's the
sound
veteran
effect.
gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
Wario cheats!
You've told us this story many times.
And you'll hear it again!
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
I'm a potato.
Hello and welcome to episode 716 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yeah, episode 716. We're also known as Stu dumps crap all over his desk. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu, who dumps crap all over his desk.
Ginny,
does.
who crapped on his desk earlier.
Yeah, you did. It was nice. Big, light,
not-
steamy poo.
We're not military veterans, people. We're veterans of the gaming lifestyle. You can
No.
bleed at.
We've never actually had any military training at all.
Yeah, we
Right.
don't know anything about the military.
But we do
What?
stream on Twitch, YouTube,
There's
TikTok.
a new one though. There's a new one. Have you heard about this new,
What new one?
streaming platform?
It's called Threads.
No. It's called.
Yeah, Chinny decides to sign us up stuff, doesn't inform me, and I'm like, what the fuck? When did I
That's
sign up to
fine.
this shit?
Who cares?
It's called Kick.
Yeah,
Really?
I've
Wait,
seen
isn't
this.
that the right wing one?
Kick it.
No, it's just called Kick. I don't know if it's
K-I-K?
right wing. No, K-I-C-K.
K-I-C-K.
Yeah, it's called Kick.
As
the
in
name.
kick.
K-I-K is a messenger. but
As
I
in
thought
the
that
word
was like-
kick.
As in the word kick, that's how it's
Yeah,
spelled,
yeah,
Duke.
yeah.
I don't know whether it's different in America.
Oh, kick. Why is this existing?
I don't know. It's just another streaming thing. I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
Okay. Lose
Are we on that
moderation and
now? Is
higher
it-
revenue shares for streamers.
Yeah, I think basically
Okay.
like because Twitch take more money, so somebody else saw a market and was like, oh, why
Okay.
don't we just do a thing and then take more money later when we're cool?
Yeah, we can give people more share of the money that they're not getting because nobody watches Kick.
Correct. For a pop quiz, do you remember Microsoft's streaming service? Do you remember the name of it?
Oh shit! I feel like
Natal?
I do.
No.
No, it was.
Oh, spaghetti!
Project
Oh.
Natal was the name of the.
I know, I'm kidding.
Oh, this is gonna bug me now
What
because
was it? What was
we
it?
were
Oh,
on
I
it.
think it was
and like,
called.
It's the stupidest combination I ever heard in my life.
nobody ever looked at
What
it.
was
No
it?
one even used it. Oh,
What
I
was
can't
it?
believe it. I can't remember.
They paid Ninja 15 million to be on that thing.
They did.
Oh my
They did.
God.
And then it stopped.
Oh wait, I know what it was called. It was called. It's called Suck It, the Microsoft service.
Do you remember?
What? Tell us.
Anyway?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you know
kick
more than
myself
us about
as soon as
tech
you tell.
stuff.
As
Go
soon as
ahead.
you
And
tell us,
movies
I'm
with
gonna kick
different
myself.
actors in.
It's called
ahead.
Mixer.
Oh fucking hell! I am
Mix.
mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it
remember
was
we
on-
vaguely used that for like a week.
Yeah, we used it for like a week. I was like, this is
There was
shit.
nobody on it. There was no
I'll tell
one
you
on it.
what,
No one
I'll
locked.
tell you what, Ninja, that was the best 15 million he's ever earned.
Yeah, he made it. He literally made it for nothing because it lasted about I
Great.
don't know 6 months. If it was it
Yeah.
even 6 months? Didn't last
Dunno,
long, did it?
dunno, mate. Dunno.
Anyway, we are a video games discussion podcast.
Yes.
We also have about 5 minutes of discussion about merch coming up, so you may want to go get a sandwich and then come back in 5 minutes when she's done.
Buy
I
our
don't know what you're
jumpers.
talking about. I
Buy
don't know
our
what you're talking about.
t-shirts.
I don't know what you're talking
Buy
about.
our hoodies.
Am I wrong?
I'm not saying that bloody James Alderman, Steve Ellsworth, Kevin Westerman,
Am I
Mark
wrong?
Luke, Gavin Butcher, Adam Birmingham. Oh, no, I think Adam Birmingham might have claimed his already. Need to bloody crack on and claim
Let you
their
know.
free
Let you know.
T-shirt. We got merch. It's on the Discord. You get it if you're 3 months in Patreon, and we do a Christmas draw for some merch as well. I'm a little bit behind on the merch because I'm having a baby, but not yet.
Well, I was gonna say I was worrying today because I'm thinking I never lined anybody up in case he is actually.
yeah,
having a
I
baby.
think you should definitely.
I think for next week we
definitely
definitely
have
need to
somebody
get
in the
someone on
wings next week.
standby. Yeah,
because
definitely.
today is.
Ooh, what if we had
officially-
Tara as a guest
Oh
host?
my
That'd be
God.
good.
Can I just say there's even drink on my microphone?
Today.
What were you
That's
doing
everywhere.
with the drink? It's all
Well,
over the
basically, what
place.
happened is right. I'm not.
I wasn't actually asking. It was a rhetorical
No,
question.
listen. I knocked it over, but then I managed to flip it back up before it fully emptied. But in flipping it up, it flipped everywhere else, so it went everywhere.
So today is the
Anyway.
official due
Stu
date.
does not know how to use a mug.
Today's the official due date of the baby. Today,
Woohoo! It's
Oh,
baby's here.
snap.
Is it? Oh, it's
No,
not
it
it.
doesn't work like that. Well, yeah, that's the hospital saying, oh, we think they're due date. But the way they work it out is so old-fashioned. It's like, when the clock strikes 3, and then the baby will be... Yeah, something like that. It's really old-fashioned. So Tara seems to think it's next Friday. Is the
It's not
proper
an
due date.
exact science, is it? Let's be
No.
honest.
And the baby comes whenever the baby comes. Yeah, people. You always. The thing is, when you expecting a baby, everybody tells you their pregnancy story. So they're like, "Well, my baby was 7 months, 7 years early, and 6 years late, and whatever." And you're, oh, okay, whatever. That's fine. Great, good for you. So yeah, you hear everybody else's baby stories.
Well, I'll tell you. Shall I tell you Kay's baby story? What happened with us?
yeah,
Hey, you were right, Jenny.
Told
They
ya.
do
No,
So
start
I'm going to
telling
tell you now.
stories.
You've asked.
Story
You mentioned this. I was
sucks.
telling you.
yeah.
So Kay started getting contractions in the morning, right? So we went to the hospital. Said, "We better go to the hospital and get you checked out." So they said, "Oh, let's have a look in you." However many, whatever centimeters dilated or whatever that bullshit all about, about
You
that.
can tell Stu was paying very close attention.
I was, and
Yeah.
then we basically
Spilling drinks. Ah,
we stayed there. They stuck us in a room and we stayed there nearly all day, right? And about 2 people came to see us the whole day. And then it got to about 5 o'clock. And I'm like, what are we doing still sat here? Obviously, the baby's not coming because we're just still sat here. And so we went to the nursery station. I'm like, do we need to stay? Because obviously there was only 2 people. And she went, oh, let me come and have a look. So she came in and she was like, no, you might as well go home unless anything else happens and just wait it out sort of thing. So we got home and I said, well, obviously nothing for tea. So I was like, do you want a Chinese? So Kay's like, yeah, let's have a Chinese takeaway. So I went, got us a Chinese, came home and she's like, oh, I think the constructions are getting like shorter.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Turns out
What's
she's
that?
just really hungry for Chinese food.
Yeah, well, right. So well, what do you want to do? She was like, well,
Eat the Chinese.
let's eat the Chinese
Yeah,
and then see where we're at.
That's the correct
So we
answer.
sat, that's the correct answer. So we sat, Kay ate her Chinese, I ate my Chinese, got to the end of that, and then I'm like, well, what's it like now? And she's like, And she's obviously timing them however many minutes between each.
Jesus Christ, Stu, did you do any work during this pregnancy? Did you
No,
not know
no,
it's-
none at all.
He got
none
the
at all.
Chinese. What are you talking
It's
about?
got
Three-
the Chinese.
It's 3:10,
Yeah.
45.
So she's like, I think we should ring the hospital and see what they say. So we rang the hospital, told them how short they were. Yeah, you might as well come in. So we went in, right? And the woman in the bed, no word of a lie, the woman in the bed across from us said, do you know what you need to do? And I was like, well, go and have a hot bath. That'll get things moving. You'll be up in delivery suite before you know it.
It's kind of an
So-
old wives' tale, really. Though, I
well,
think.
that's what I thought, right? So we did it
But
anyway.
then it
Why
worked.
not? Let's just do it. So we went in, right? And it was
doesn't
like
hurt. I think.
no,
Yeah.
it was like Alien. So
Depends on how hot the bath is.
so we put her in the bath, right? And then the baby's like,
Scorching.
whoa, I'm not having any of this, right? So it's like big bulge appears in the belly, right? Not having any of this. I'm like, it's going to burst out. But lo and behold, I'll be honest, half an hour later, we were
Bam.
upstairs in the delivery suite. It was
very nice.
So there you go.
And
And
ever
then
since
about
Millie, whenever she sees a bath, she just runs in
Yeah.
terror.
2 hours later, she was born. So
Yeah.
there you go.
All right. Heck of a story. All right. Well, that was story time. So now we're going to move on.
No, I've not got the,
Where are you
the
going?
good stuff.
Story time's over, isn't it?
What about the good stuff, man?
Whoa.
The fucking good stuff. I've had my first
My favorite
gig.
time. It's story time.
Story time.
So it's second story to Stu's second story. To
First
this is
Also
real
a new-
story.
There's
Well-
also a new feature to tonight's show. One and
Oh.
only.
Oh, what's that?
No,
Baby
you won't.
news?
No. It's a one and out. We're never going to do this feature again.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
we will. I don't know.
What is it?
Okay.
It's called Let's Read Out Nasty Comments That I've Got.
Oh my God, who off?
Well,
From
you have
where?
to find out.
All right,
From
okay.
where?
Well, I'll
Find
do my
out. Well,
story.
you have
I'm
to
looking
find
forward
out,
to
Duke.
this.
It's called a hook.
I
That's
thought
what
you were about to do it.
No,
That's
no,
what they
no, 'cause
do
you
these
got-
days.
okay,
They
you
hook
You got to
them
keep them tuned in, you see, until you actually get to that bit, you see, because now people are waiting. People are-
Oh, I got
So-
I've got a joke, Stu, about what you're going to talk about.
Oh, I've got a joke, by the way. So
Well, I
last,
got a joke too.
so last
What do you
night,
call
I
16
went to the
I like
slugs
movies.
eating
how
a
I
spider?
said I had a joke
No,
first,
I
and
was
Stu
gonna
was
tell
like,
it.
Let me jump into
I
my
was going to
joke.
tell it right. So basically, the the guy who was hosting the party that I went to last night and DJ'd,
yeah.
his dad played the ukulele at the like he had a few people doing different stuff.
Was
but
it
his dad-
Simeon? We tried last
No,
week. We thought it
no.
might be Simeon. Okay.
Nah, Simeon doesn't play
Uh,
ukulele now.
So he decided.
What was it that you thought was Simeon?
Guitar, just a guitar.
Guitar.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so he'd been practicing, learning to play the ukulele. I'm not going to cast Spurs, but he weren't great.
Was it cack?
It was a bit. It was.
Cack.
It was.
Say
He
it.
just played. He
Cack.
just played chords
You
over
say
a,
cack.
a backing track.
Well,
He
what
just
do you
played
want? A
chords.
fucking ukulele.
I don't know. Anyway, right.
It's just a
So
bling, bling,
and
bling,
he weren't
bling,
always
bling,
in the
bling.
right chord, but it doesn't matter, right?
Here's Olive
In
Freebird on
between-
a ukulele.
In between him doing his terrible renditions of whatever song he was
Do you
doing.
want Purple Rain?
So you're listening, right?
I am.
He told
Unfortunately.
really,
Go on.
really bad dad jokes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
so
yeah,
it was-
yeah.
he had a piece of paper with him already.
Oh. Stu's dead.
Most
Stu
of those,
froze.
He's
most
back.
of those, and the one he told, I kind of like he said, I bought my wife a wooden leg for Christmas last year,
Yeah.
but don't worry, it wasn't her main present. It was just a stocking filler.
Because it was a small one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was pretty good. Out
Okay.
of all the stuff he told,
I got a joke that applies to both.
Go ahead,
of you.
Chinny. You tell your joke,
To
and then
both of
I'll
you.
tell the
You
joke
tell
I
the-
heard.
you
This,
tell
yesterday.
the joke.
this applies to both of you.
Okay.
What did the DJ name his son?
Oh,
DJ JR.
No,
Scratch Junior. I don't know.
he named him Eric.
Hey,
That's good, it's pretty good. I like that.
Pretty good.
It's good. It's
I like
good.
that. My friend
Oh,
Tony
God.
said never say my name backward, and I was like, why not?
Oh,
Why not? Is time? Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Only
with it.
cheese made backwards is
Yeah.
edam.
Okay. Anyway, so wow.
All right. So
No.
Stu was a DJ. He
A
got paid. To,
DJ.
no, wait, he
I
got
didn't get
given
paid.
some snacks.
No, I didn't.
Did
I
you
got
for
got
snacks?
given some Guinness Zero cans
Well,
to
you're
take
right.
home
You
with
got special beverages.
me. So I got something. Got something.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But it was really good. It was, you know what? It was a fun night. I mean, Nezzy played first, and he was really good. Nezzy, he played some deep house.
Yeah.
He had some good track
Yeah.
choices. You know, he slowly built it up, and nobody took any notice.
No.
You know, it's just
Oh,
like
no.
these sort of places. You know, they're not there to dance. This is a problem. You go, you put your heart and soul into it. They just want to.
They're all
get
dancing to your
pissed.
DJing.
Only
were
at
some
the
people
end. That was
dancing to yours?
literally
'Cause they're
about
pissed.
half an
Ah.
hour before
Well,
I
I wanted
finished.
video footage of like people just ignoring you.
Well, that's
That
what I.
would've been
That's what I didn't
Well, just
send
listen
you,
to
right?
this show. Or
Yeah. Well,
That didn't send you. But
I'm
no,
trying
actually,
ignore
to be
him.
fair, right, I'll give them the due. His daughter, who was
You
about
give him
12,
a due. What kind of party was this?
I'll give him his
Oy,
due.
oy.
His daughter,
A
who was
Jew
about
popped
11
out
or
of it.
12, had 3 friends, and they danced to everything
Oh,
all night.
Lovely.
They danced to
Nice.
everything.
Were they
all that.
nice people?
So
Was everybody nice?
they were lovely. Everyone was really nice. And then, like I say, towards the end, I put "Afraid to Feel" on, and everybody
Yeah.
was up for that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
Yeah,
top
they were
tune,
lovely,
but
yeah.
Top
flipping
tune.
out.
Whoops.
I was quite impressed that they all got up to that. But
Yeah.
what was cool about the tweens, right? I was
Yeah.
playing proper 90s old school house. They didn't give a shit.
No.
They just danced to
Yeah, because they
everything.
like music from this decade. Everyone who's younger likes music from their own decade.
No, I was playing
No.
stuff from the 90s. They were 11. They were definitely not around in the 90s.
Right. So what I'm saying is they would have probably liked it better if you played songs they knew.
No, they didn't give a shit. That's what I'm saying. They just danced to everything.
like
They
they
were-
were lo-
Oh,
were enjoying
I'm
it.
sorry. I thought when you said they didn't give a shit, I thought you meant they
no,
weren't interested in
Didn't
what
give
you
a
were
shit.
playing.
no, they didn't give a shit where it was
They
from.
danced regardless of the fact that they didn't know what it was.
Yeah, they had no idea what it
Okay.
was.
Well,
And
you know,
they-
it's
and
like
they
the
were at
song from the Propeller Heads. Some people only dance if they know who's singing. Who cares who's in charge? It's your hips that are swinging.
You know, Propellers are a bit of an enigma for me.
Oh, just
he
a
did-
little bit of history.
No,
with him.
because he did one amazing album, and then that was
Yes,
it. There was
That's
never
right, they
another
fucked-
one.
they
There
said,
was nothing
we
before
can't
it,
top
nothing
that. Let's
after
just
it.
draw a line under it.
It was
We're
like a
done.
mystery. It was just
It's a
an
great album.
awesome album. It's a fucking brilliant
It's
album.
all just a little bit of history.
You see, I just
with
think of
him.
the Graham Norton show when I hear that. So good. But yeah, I mean, but
They
it was
had
good
fun.
fun.
You got
Lots
free
of fun.
fake booze.
And he said, "Can I do it again next year?" And apparently, a lot of the people as we were going said the music were great tonight. Thanks for that. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So-
even sound like you two are on the same show sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
I know
Like,
what you mean.
You
Well,
both
I
are
know.
talking, and I'm like, it doesn't. It sounds like they're just doing separate shows.
Can I just say I haven't switched subjects? It's
I
Duke
think that
that's
bar
doing all the
mitzvah
weird stuff.
I think that bar mitzvah you were a clown at was
I
awesome.
know. I know. Yeah, don't
Anyway.
include me in this. It's Duke who's being
Right, did you
completely
enjoy
irrelevant.
the DJing, Stu?
It was brilliant.
Yes.
It was.
Alright.
Do you know
Okay,
what? I'd
great.
quite happily do it again. There was
Bet
no
you would.
fluff ups. I
For
didn't make a
cash.
mess of it. I said to him at
Yeah.
the end of the night. He said, "Oh, I'll give you the beers if only you do someone else we can give you." And I went, "Well, then I'll tell you, it's 180 quid, mate."
Mm.
And he went, "Oh,
Did
yeah."
you stand there all night until you gave me the
Yeah, I
money?
was waiting and nothing happened.
Okay,
You gave me
Lovely stuff.
80p. You gave me 80p.
great stuff. Great stuff.
That's it. Come on,
Alright,
then. Who's been
any other
giving you
stories?
hate? Yeah, what's
so,
the hate?
so yeah, so this is the part of the show where I read stuff from the thing, and everybody's mean
What's
to me.
the thing?
I posted a
what thing?
video on the Tick and Tox, right?
Oh man, I don't have a jingle for that. I'll
The
just play
chicken-
this one instead.
so I
I
posted.
hate you.
I
I
posted-
hate you. Sorry, go on.
Are we okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
'Cause you had your little time, didn't you, Stu, talking about the DJing?
All right, it's okay. Go,
So,
go. I'm sorry, I'm
we-
being quiet
we
now.
had
I'm being
enough-
quiet.
you had
I'm
enough.
being quiet. I'm being
Okay.
quiet.
So
Okay.
I posted a video about me ranting about Starfield last week on Tick and Talk, right?
Oh.
All right, you took little pieces of our conversation.
Correct.
That's why he's
And
recording it.
so one of them was hold on, here we go. So one of them was I think it's only streamers who play it for a full-time job that have this problem. I play it for like 2 hours a night, most after work. I was like, we're not doing this for a full-time
As
job.
if we don't have a job.
We go.
Right. Yeah.
Got bills to
Hello?
pay. Right, this is another one. But you know, bless him. I said I ain't streaming this. I'm in the same boat as you. And he was like, oh, okay, fair play, whatever. Right, so
Y'all are
told
bad
that
at
guy.
TikTok, man. You need to come out him with some
Yeah.
invective.
No,
some
this one's
hatred.
better. It's just it's doing an impression of me, I suppose. Like, grr, I'm angry that sci-fi building designers' choices are informed by other sci-fi building design choices. Man's expecting what exactly?
Don't know what are you expecting, Ginny?
Well, like, no, I think, yeah, I am
Boy,
fucking
I really
angry.
hope somebody got fired for that
I
blunder.
was like, yeah, I am mad that they're informed by other
That it's
sci-fi.
not more original. No, the
Like-
problem you had is not more original, and
Just
that's
be
a
more
legitimate
original.
critique.
It's not
Yeah, that's
feedback.
fine.
Be more original.
I mean, I'd like to see you create a sci-fi world, but
Easy,
Yeah.
easy. Right. There's an elephant in there. There you go. Never seen that, have you?
oh, that's
Wow.
innovative.
Bam. Got it. Give me a
Damn.
job. Right. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I did this. Yeah. Some people agree. Some people go, I totally agree. Very boring location. Sterile. Fight like I was playing Mass Effect. Then I saw the water effect.
Like that's a bad thing.
I know. Yeah. I did moan a lot on this clip, by the way.
Maybe they mean Mass Effect
Sorry.
Andromeda. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
So this one, he says, everybody moaning, it's boring. When it literally find your own stories kind of game. I've not heard any convincing arguments it's bad. I mean, I never said
It's
it's
not a
bad.
find your own stories.
I never
Look,
said it's
look, I am the
bad.
Bethesda fanboy on the show. It's not a find your own stories game. That's not what Bethesda does. That's what an MMO is. That's what MUDs are. That's what Far Cry is sometimes.
No,
That's
it's a
not Bethesda.
structured narrative adventure.
It's a
It's
structured narrative. Now it's a big open world, and there are lots of stories out there, but it's not find your own story. That's just stupid.
No, it isn't.
So somebody said about me here, like, just hating to be trendy.
Wow.
You know what I replied? I
No,
went,
it's not hating to be trendy. It's hating to get engagement.
yeah.
It's different from being trendy.
Also,
Hate's always been trendy.
I replied saying, I gave up being trendy years ago, mate. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All right. Well, how about this for a clip? Attention, TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account, so this is as close as I'm ever going to get. So why don't you suck my ass with your stupid, ill-informed comments? Starfield is the dumbest game ever. I don't actually believe that. And I think everybody watching this needs to suck old bub.
Yeah, okay.
Put that on TikTok.
I like it.
How about that on-
Yeah, do it.
You sound like a granddad. Put that on TikTok. Put that on TikTok.
I don't know how.
Right, and then somebody said,
I don't know how. I just don't want to put it on my phone. I have
somebody's-
apps already.
somebody said, that's called a low attention span, mate. And then I replied, well,
Dude,
maybe.
you're
you
on
think you-
TikTok. You
did
cannot
you think you
complain
were
about people's
12?
attention spans if you're on
Well,
TikTok.
Then I put, or maybe it's called my wife is about to have a baby, mate.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's
And he responded, lol, you're not married. You mean your wife in Canada? Her, her, her.
you mean. So then we got
So,
someone.
so how many views did this?
God
get, by
damn,
the
you
way?
had like 700 people commenting.
I don't know. It had a few.
So TikTok is the place where people are hanging out now.
Hold on. Let's just.
Where all the
pause.
kids are, Duke.
It's where the.
I
Well, you don't want to
guess.
go there. That's a bit weird. Right. So, hold on. Let me just connect to.
Hey, kid, you want to talk about video
Hey,
games?
kid, have you seen those Pokemons? So on
Hey, kid, can I
TikTok,
talk to you about late stage capitalism and the need for us to organize the workers?
on TikTok, it got I don't know, like 3,000 views or something. On then
God
on
damn.
it's bloody. I posted it on Instagram, right? I think there were some meme ones on Instagram as
You
well.
got 2
Oh
views
no!
on
Did you get nasty comments on Insta too?
Yeah, my
Wow.
feelings.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you know
you know what?
what?
I don't do this for the gram. I do it for Compton.
No,
But
I
you get the hits.
I do.
You get the hits
I do
though,
for the
don't
gram. So some people say, yeah, exactly how I felt. Classic Chinny. Somebody's put classic Chinny FTGID, which stands for.
Fuck this game, I'm done.
friendly,
Fuck this game, I'm
happy
done.
people.
No,
I just want to say, this game. I'm done.
T-shirts available now.
They are.
Okay,
Everyone's loving those. That's
so-
the one that's going.
Austin said.
Something's happening.
Also, T-shirt available.
T-shirts available now.
Austin said. Then he doesn't like RPGs, and the game's not for
What?
him. Go back to
Wow.
no, wait. Go back to playing Warzone. Look, the rest of you impatient, unimaginative children.
I know
Oh my
they think you're a
God.
kid, don't they? This
which
is a
I
funny
which
thing.
I replied, no, my video's on it, Stu, so they don't think I'm a kid, right?
Oh, right, okay.
So I replied, well said. He should go back to Fortnite. What a loser. Right, okay.
And then he said,
I withdraw my question.
Blake Waring said, honestly, have no right to complain, or an opinion for that matter. If you don't even give it a chance, you don't have to play it if you don't want to. That's fine. But don't complain to us about it if you haven't given it a chance. And I
well, how about this? How about this? You don't have to complain about our complaining. You can just not look at our TikTok, you schmuck.
This is the gram now, Dick. This is the gram.
This is a gram.
And I replied
Well,
to
fine.
that.
You don't have to look at our gram then. We don't
I-
do it for the gram. We do it for Compton.
I replied to that saying, I know, some people just moan. You know, so like I really want to confuse them. They go, but I thought that was
Yeah,
the
right.
guy.
I thought,
Isn't-
wasn't that you?
Isn't that you? Like, you know.
Yeah,
Some people
that's
say,
you.
I don't. Can I say this word? It rhymes with repart.
Why don't you just say
Oh,
stupid?
retardant.
Yeah,
Retardant.
What a retardant take, is what they say.
Right.
You
This
mean
is not
that
me
bit-
saying this.
I'm
No, I
assuming you're
know.
insinuating you're a retard.
Don't,
Tim.
you can't say these words.
You
Let's
can
not
say what they
that.
mean.
Let's
You
just
can-
not say it. How about we say they said a horrible thing about
Yeah,
you that
which is
also
a
manages
horrible
to
word.
throw shade at people who are emotionally
So,
disabled
so then I
or
said,
intellectually disabled.
then I
rather.
replied, yeah, he clearly doesn't know how games work. Again, trying to confuse them. Going, I thought that was
Yes.
him. Isn't that him?
Right.
Mom, is that not him? Mom,
There must be multiple people using this Insta account.
I'm confused. I want to go to bed.
Please don't touch my floppy cock.
I also.
I'll tell you
posted-
what, he's got a weird name, him, hasn't he? Tyler Klein.
Well, you soon on there now, ain't you, Stu?
Oh, I'm on the Insta, don't you worry. I'm on the gram.
Don't you worry about it. Well, I did post it on YouTube Shorts, and I don't think I got any shade because everybody loves hating this game on YouTube Shorts. So,
Well,
let's
the one
see.
thing we don't want to do is just reward trolls by reading out the trolls.
Why not?
only. Because then that'll encourage people to be more trolling.
It's fun.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah,
it
what's the
is.
matter
I'm
with
not disputing that. I'm just saying, like,
I don't
we
know.
create the audience we want.
So there you go.
Hmm.
We
Okay.
people hate me.
Right. Thank you, everybody who's been engaging with us and showing us love.
Talking,
Although we don't
they
read out
should-
your comments.
They just need to wait what I'm going to say about it this week.
talking of
Yeah.
hating, Ginny, talking of hating,
Oh yeah.
I think we should get straight into it. Does it hold up?
Well,
Does it? Does it hold up?
yeah, we can do. Yeah, we
Let's
can
do that. Seriously,
Unless
I need
Duke
to
has
talk
a
about this
story
game.
time that he wants to share. I don't
No,
know.
I have no story time. Go
Okay.
ahead. Let's talk about what we've been playing.
Let's go.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing? We don't have a theme song for that, but just, they keep saying it over and over again. So. This is the part of the show where these two play a game from at least 10 years ago,
You
and they
can as well
decide.
if you want.
I
Yeah, you
can,
can.
but I'm not going to, so stop saying that. They decide.
You can.
Does it hold up?
Does it hold up? Does it?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to grade some papers while they're talking.
Lovely.
Okay.
So we played from what to what?
We played from 10 to
10
15 to the end of 15.
10 to the end of
This is
15.
Uncharted, the first game. For fuck's sake, imagine there's people listening for the first time. We're
I
just
know.
7 to 5 people. Just
Well, the joke's on you, dude.
get along.
Nobody's
Yeah.
listening.
Nobody's listening.
Well,
dude.
someone might have forgotten last week what
Okay,
game you're playing.
We're playing Uncharted.
So we're playing
Drake's
Uncharted Drake's
Fortune.
Fortune, the first game in the series.
This is a cack section of this game.
Oh, hey, just a minute. No, I'm sorry. We've got to start with.
Go
If you
on.
thought the first fucking jet ski section was a bit grim,
Yeah.
fucking bloody
This is
hold on to your seat
terrible.
because oh my god, I was like, what is happening?
So this is around, I think it's chapter 12, and you have to
yeah.
go upstream.
Oh.
Yes, Duke, we can see it. You have to go upstream with the jet ski, with barrels coming down and rocket launcher enemies one shot killing you.
Yes, it is seriously. It took. How many times did it take you? It took me probably about 6 times
Yeah,
to get to the
yeah,
end.
it was fucking atrocious.
And even just the amount of times I just trying to get up the waterfalls
get
and I
up the
didn't get
water.
up. Didn't get up them. Fell back
Bloody
down
hell.
and oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like, who went that first section was great. We should do another one of those, but make it twice as difficult and twice as frustrating
it
because
was
they'll
rough.
love that.
I feel like they in the behind the scenes they
Oh.
talk a lot about the water physics. They go, bloody hell, the water physics. We've made the best water physics ever known to man. So this is them going, we need to put more water physics. But this is the worst section in the game. Doesn't
It is.
matter. Make them do it more. It is by far the worst.
By
part
a
of this.
country mile.
By a country, by a county mile. I don't. Is
It
that bigger
is.
than a country mile? I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's smaller.
I
But
was-
anyway,
right.
we'll go with your country mile.
By a
But I'll
long
be
mile.
honest, I was just like, I nearly went, nah, I'm done with this. I ain't going any further. This is it. I'm out of here.
I think I
Oh.
might have had a 3-second moment where I went, am I going to finish this? Am I
Do you know
gonna-"
what? Do you know what's so funny as well? All right, this is what's hilarious for me.
Yeah.
You go to a supposedly nobody's ever opened it before section,
Yeah.
and there's a shit ton of bad
Loads
guys.
of
And I love
blokes.
the fact that the game knows it because Drake goes, "Where do you keep on coming
Where do you
from?"
keep on coming from? Yeah. Never
And
been
it's
open
like,
before for hundreds
Never
and
been
hundreds
open
of
for
years.
years, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of bad guys waiting down there.
there's
And it's
bloody
like,
SEAL
What?
Team 6 down there going, who's a coming low?
it's-
What's going on?
I honestly forgot how sort of out of like how much you have to suspend your disbelief
Yeah.
playing this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so long since I played it, but like you get to the section where you've got to do all that puzzling to open the tomb eventually, where you're supposedly going to finally get to it,
Yeah.
and they're all down there.
They're all down there.
Where- What?
What are they?
Where?
And what are they doing
Yeah.
before you get there? Are they just
I know,
playing poker
they're
or
just
something?
waiting. Yeah,
What
yeah.
are they
There's all
doing?
these guys, heavily armed people, just kind of stood around doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
They're not guarding anything. It's not like the treasure's there because it isn't there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. With that.
Oh, honestly, man, honestly to God. And then oh my God, yeah. Then prior to that little bit, there's a bit where it's like, oh, I better remain undetected in this area. Not a chance. I mean, there's not a single
yeah.
chance.
Yeah, there is a
Can you
bit.
put the game
'cause-
on the screen, dude?
Yeah, I will. But there's a section where
It
oh, I-
indicates you need to do some stealth, doesn't it? He goes, oh, better
Yeah.
remain undetected.
yeah,
but-
I was like,
Yeah.
but that throws you off because you're like, do I have to not get seen now? Like, what am I? You know what I mean? Like, do I?
Yeah,
sit-
do I have to
do I have to creep around?
around? But you don't, because the minute, like the second you move anywhere, someone sees you, and the
course
next
you
thing is
don't.
a huge shootout again.
No. Yeah. Terrible part of the game. Almost stopped me playing the game.
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I've got to the point where I was like, but I've got to do it. I mean, there's only 5 chapters left now, I think.
There ain't much. Yeah, I think there's 22 chapters.
This seemed to go quite quick, by the way. These
yes.
apart from the jet ski section, which
Yes.
seemed to take forever.
Yeah, very quick. We went through 5 chapters like
Yeah.
I went through them like butter. Shit. Like
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Oh my God, I just remembered this. So you get to a section in this part of the game where the dudes have got laser sights on these fucking Magnum
Yes.
guns.
Yeah.
Right. One shot kills again. One shot kills.
Okay.
You
well,
killed
I don't
him.
I don't want to brag, but I never got shot by one.
No, I'm just saying though. That's
Don't
what
wanna-
they
don't
are.
wanna
you
brag,
know,
don't wanna
'cause they're
brag.
Magnums.
Not bragging.
Yeah.
Stu?
Yeah.
Not bragging.
Yeah.
Never got shot one.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Never.
So you killed one of those dudes, picked up his gun,
Yeah.
and aimed. Did you have a red laser pointer sight?
Did you bollocks? Because
No.
No, but
The
but there's a
fuck?
reason.
What? What possible reason is there?
It went to space. Did you not read the
No.
the small print?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, it floats off to space when you kill them.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But again, it's
My
just
planet needs me.
Yeah,
why don't you get the red pointy
Because-
laser sights?
because fuck you. That's why.
I
right?
know. I think it is.
Yeah.
It
It's the
just makes
same-
no sense,
but
though,
it's
does
the,
it?
It's the same thing as when the enemies shoot you for like, 10 minutes, and then you pick up their bullets. They've got 4 bullets left, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
how did that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a section where I think they're going into some bit like some cave. You know where Sully is? You know when they find Sully?
Oh yeah,
Right.
and he looks like he's in with them.
Yeah. So there's a bit where like the actors start walking as if they started, as if the director said action.
Yeah.
So the cutscene starts with them standing still, and then they start walking, and I'm like, oh my god, that looked so rough, you know. Like it didn't look like they just come in from somewhere. It looked like they just stopped walking and then started walking, and just looked a bit rough. There's a Harmon Simpson joke in this. Did you know that, Stu?
I didn't know. I'm not the biggest
What
of.
joke?
Duke turns his head.
Oh, now he's listening.
Go on.
There's a bit where he goes,
I was listening.
"Don't worry, I'm going to be completely safe." It's very similar to the one where Hammer says, "I don't need you anymore," and then he turns around and he smacks his head into a car door. I think it
Yeah.
was. So Uncharted, Drake does that same thing. Is I'll be fine. Turns around,
It's grind.
turns around and smacks his head off a door or something. Lollage.
All right.
There's a section in this as well where like they just spawn enemies with grenade launchers right next to you as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like they go, what? Well, you know, I don't know. Deal with that. It's not my problem. It's your problem now. Whatever. It's bad.
There's I think what's kind of interesting to me. I mean, this game was. I mean, I know it wasn't the best reviewed out of all the Uncharted games, but when this came out, I'm guessing it had a pretty good score. Do you know what I mean?
It did.
I think it did all right.
But there were things. I do have a little section for not this episode when we finish it, called stuff people said about the game.
Right. Okay.
And
well, we'll wait for
fun
that.
facts, right? So there are complaints about this game. This game was not flawless in any way, but at the time it was like groundbreaking. But
Oh yeah.
it's just rough. Like
I think what's kind of interesting when we started playing it, we were like, "Oh yeah,
oh my
you
gosh,
know, it
wow.
kind of holds up. It's kind of
Wow.
good. It kind of holds up."
Wow.
And the further and further we get into it, the
Terrible.
more and more we're like,
I
"Not
think
so
the-
sure
I
anymore."
think the game is holding up, but it's hanging by a
I've
bloody thread.
it's literally its fingernails now for me.
yeah,
It literally
it's
is.
just on the edge.
Because I'll
First
be
game
honest,
had
that,
an 88 on Metacritic, by the way.
yeah, see, even there. But that jet ski section, the second one, nearly killed me off. It was nearly like this. This is it. I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah, well, there you are. There's a section in this bit where Elena she falls for a bridge and she's hanging on.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
She
when
has
you
to let
across
go
bridge.
of the camera, right?
That's right. Yeah, finally she's lost that camera.
I
That's
was
probably
like-
broken.
Does she have to let go of the camera? Can't she just try and throw it up or something? Like, can't she just?
Well, do you know what? She's hung on to it with grim death since the beginning of the game. You'd have thought she'd have
No,
tried
but-
anything to
But
keep
the only
it.
option was to let it go, according to Drake.
Well, they might
right?
not have had time. You know what I mean?
No,
she
but
was
like,
about
just-
to fall off.
Well, wouldn't you just go, look, well, let me give me a go at throwing it up. Let me just try.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's true. I think if you're about to die, you probably would just let go of the camera. To be fair, I don't think I can give you that.
What if
one.
it
I
was
think-
an iPhone 15? Would you let go of it? Then?
well, I don't care
You
about
put it in your-
iPhones, so
you
that
put,
thing would
you
be
put
a
it in your
goner.
pocket, wouldn't you? You put it in your pocket.
Do you know what's kind of funny? I'm watching this dude play it on the screen, and he's doing just the same things I did.
Yeah.
Like the bit, in the previous section where there's that, you can clearly see the vine hanging down, but you can't jump up to get to it. And it's like, and he's trying to jump up to it. I'm like, I tried that.
The camera, sometimes like the camera, like almost is as confused as you in this game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't know where you've got to go, mate. I'm sorry. And yeah, like the direction you've got to go in is not obvious at all.
Yeah,
it's-
it is way rougher
yeah.
than I remember this game. It really is.
Very rough. Okay, well, I think we probably have one more go at this, don't we, Stu? And then
Yeah,
we're
I think
done?
I'll be done this week. Yeah, although
Yeah.
I'll be honest, there's some sickness at work again, so I've only got one day off. I'm only off on Friday.
Well, if you can't complete it and I have
so
a
I'll
baby,
have to do it Friday
and
morning.
I have a
I'll
baby,
do it Friday morning.
Hold on. If
Yeah.
you don't complete it and I do, and I still have a baby this week,
Yeah, that's possible.
then you're cack at everything.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true.
So
You
if
will
you,
lose
if you,
the contest.
If you're like, oh, I might have to work a couple of hours, what's your excuse, Chinny? I had a baby and I still did it. You've
I don't think
officially
that's.
lost.
the baby is malnourished and climbing in the
Well,
corner.
I never said that. But look, you've officially lost podcasting. Stu.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You've
Okay.
lost.
Well, to be fair, I finish at 2 tomorrow, so I may have a go at it
Ah.
tomorrow when I
Give it a
finish.
bash.
Give it a bash. See if I can get some of it out of the way at least. But yeah, I'm only off on Friday, so I'm doing extra this week again.
Get it
And we've
done.
got, can I just say, we've got COVID in the home again.
Oh,
So
no.
Sorry.
we've got 5 residents who've now got COVID tested
Mm.
positive.
Jeez, I hope they're
So-
okay.
Yeah, they're fine. I mean, to be fair, these with all the vaccines they've had, they do seem to be coping okay with it. But
Glad
it's
to
just a
hear it.
nightmare.
They
you
are
know,
vulnerable.
Yeah, constantly having it in the home all the time.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
this
we're
is it, I
All right,
guess.
so Charted, Uncharted, does it hold up? Kinda. That's what I'm hearing.
it's close. It's
Just barely.
Only,
getting-
literally, only just.
So
I mean,
Right.
I feel
Yes.
like we need to talk about the elephant in the room. We need to talk about because we only talk
The
about
one that's
hip,
on the science fiction space planet?
we need to talk about hip hop happening games. We need to be current. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
we
need to
do.
talk about the
Right.
big stuff.
Okay,
So
let's do it.
Let's talk about Call of the Wild, the Angler.
oh yeah, let's do
This is what all the
this.
kids are playing. They said, fuck Starfield, fuck Baldur's Gate 3, fuck
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom.
This is it.
Well,
What
I feel-
about Call of the Wild Angler?
I feel like they should have said that. To be fair, after playing it.
I think I had more fun fishing in Red Dead Online.
See, I never
I'm
did.
not saying
that.
it's a bad game.
I never did
I'm
that.
just saying,
So mm.
like,
it does
it's-
feel a bit like Red Dead, to be fair. Anyway, with the setting and
Well,
everything.
what it's trying to do is there's this whole cinematic when you start up, and it's like this land's been appreciated and beautiful for generations, and we have a sacred bond with the land, and there are lots of places for us to explore, and we've stepped on the earth. Shut the fuck up! It's a goddamn fishing game. What are you doing?
Do you know what
Trying
it
to-
reminded me of? You know the first thing I thought when that cinematic started playing?
Shut the fuck up and let me go fishing.
No. Is this made
what I
by the
thought.
same people as Farm Simulator? Because it was very
Yeah,
similar
well,
to
it
that.
does have a
opening
little bit of that
cinematic.
over-the-top narration. Like, goddamn, it reminds me of the
Yeah,
Chris
get
Rock,
up in the morning and farm the fields.
where Chris Rock was talking about his girlfriend, talking about that woman at work's trying to destroy me. It's like, motherfucker, you wrap up bags at J.C. Penney. What are you talking about? She's trying to destroy me. Anyway, so this game is made by the same people who make Call of the Wild, which is probably the gold standard in hunting games. Although when I tried to play Call of the Wild, it was very hard, and I was not any good at tracking the animals and stuff. So maybe I didn't play it right, but I just found it tedious as shit. But this game is not tedious as shit. It is a good fishing simulator. There's lots of different lures. There's like a shop where you can buy tackle and you can make your own rod and
It can't
reel
be
and
hard to
everything.
make a fishing simulator, really.
It's very. Can we just say it's
I don't
very
know.
pretty? It
It
looks
is very pretty.
It looks lovely.
And that's the big appeal. It's an open world game, so
Yeah.
like as soon as you finish the tutorial, you go into multiplayer. Apparently, I didn't see anybody else. Did y'all?
no,
No.
never saw anyone else.
So that's probably because no one's playing this. But
Correct.
there's a huge area for you to explore.
It's massive.
And I guess there's other areas too that you can go to. I don't fish much. So I've been fishing like twice in my life. But my guess is that this is somewhat realistic in terms.
It
of
is. No,
the-
I've fished. You know, I fished as a
Oh,
teenager
good for
quite a lot.
you, Mr. Fish
Um,
Man.
surprising
I
that
know.
Stu has a sense of expertise.
I have some expertise. I have caught quite a few fish in my lifetime.
Yeah,
But no, I think it's very realistic. You know, like adjusting the tension on your reel, sort of letting stuff in and out. That's
adjusting
basically
where
how.
the lure is in relationship
yeah.
to the bobber.
Yeah, that's
the
basically
floater.
how you fish. You know, we
Yeah.
used to use maggots as bait. Sometimes bread.
ass-
Bread was always a good bait.
Yeah, I'm assuming that y'all played with a controller. I was
Yep.
using mouse and
Yeah.
keyboard just because I didn't feel like turning my controller on. But casting with the mouse and keyboard is a big pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm
it's
sure
quite
it's
easy with a
less-
controller. Can I
Yeah,
just
I'm sure
say?
it is
Yeah, it's
easier.
pretty
Yeah.
I probably
straightforward.
should have used the
Why
controller,
didn't
but
you
who
use the
cares?
controller, Duke?
Because it's
I
just
just didn't
Duke.
feel like
It's
messing
just
with it.
Duke.
Why did
I'm
you
Duke.
ruin?
I'm a weird guy.
Why have you ruined the show?
Well, I just, that's my thing. I kind of ruin things.
Yeah.
Ah! See, I just make weird noises, and it's
Yeah, you
great.
do.
So
At one point they
go
go,
on.
you have to talk to the warden or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, there's all sorts of things you can help us with. You
Fishing?
keep track of the fish and keep an eye open for invasive plant species. Invasive plant species? Are you fucking kidding me? It's
Yeah,
a
you gotta do
goddamn
that.
fishing game. I'm supposed to be looking out for invasive plant. No, I'm not. That's your job. I'm not looking for invasive plant species. Fuck you and your plant species.
Yeah. I only like my fishing games where
That on TikTok.
I can pull out a gun and shoot the person next to me.
Well, that would be nice.
Oh,
if
shoot
you
the
could pull out a
fish.
gun.
Shoot the
shoot the
fish.
fish.
Why
And
not?
at one point I was going to the spot they told me to go to, and there's this like shack with a ladder propped against it. I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna jump off this and break my legs. You can't even go up the ladder. And like it looks like you should be able to jump on the little shack, but no.
Health and
Can't break your legs
safety.
jumping off a ladder.
Health and safety
What
gone
the-
mad, Duke.
It's
So,
ridiculous.
how far did you guys get? Because I went
Well,
to the 4 kilometers
here's-
away fishing spot.
Well, here's what I did. I caught a fish, and then I went to a different place and caught a different fish with a different bait. And then I adjusted the tension, and I caught another fish. And then I adjusted the floater thing height over the hook. I caught another fish, and then I caught another fish. And then it said, "All right, now catch 5 fish." And I said,
I just want to say, this game. I'm done.
Oh no, I'm way past all that stuff.
Oh my god.
"Well, great. I
So I
uninstalled
caught-
it as soon as they told me to catch
No.
5 fish."
So I caught the
Like,
5
fuck
fish, which
off.
doesn't take very long to be
I
fair. It
caught
only takes
the
about-
5
I
fish.
could have been playing a more fun
Yeah.
game, though.
I caught the 5 fish and I was like, fuck this game, I'm done.
Oh, I caught the 5 fish, and then it
Stu has
said,
more stamina than we do.
then it said you need to go to this other fishing spot, right?
Let me
So-
guess,
Uh-huh.
to fish more.
But it
To
was well, it's
catch
a
more
fishing
fish?
game. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Did you look out for invasive species?
I didn't. But it's 4 kilometers away, right?
I hope you have a vehicle.
No, it doesn't tell you what to do, right? But there's like a vehicle station thing.
Okay.
There's this shimmering portal.
It doesn't
that you
tell
might
you.
Be able to walk
So I
through.
went up to it. I'm thinking, well, this must be it. So I went up to it, and it's like, so you spawn a jeep,
Okay.
and then you get in a jeep, and off you go, right? Which was great. Which was great until I crashed it into the river,
Ah,
Aw,
and you can't respawn it on the bank. So I had to walk 2 kilometers to get to the place I needed to go. All right, which took ages. I don't know
Yeah.
how much to scale this is, but it took me about 10 minutes to get
Yeah.
to this spot.
And
right?
you had to pay $600 a fine because you dumped a jeep in the river.
Well, I
Yeah.
just left the jeep. But luckily, when you get to the next fishing spot, there is another jeep station. So at least
Oh, thank God.
there's another jeep station. So I did the fishing spot there. So I did all the stuff I had to do there for that challenge, right? And then it unlocked fly fishing.
Which I'm guessing was catching fish.
Yeah. So then it unlocked fly fishing.
but it's a fishing game, Duke.
It's a fucking fishing game,
What do
dude.
you
What do you
expect?
think is
Yeah,
gonna
so now you did a
happen?
different kind of fishing with the fly.
Yeah, fly fishing. So
Right.
I've done a little bit of fly fishing in my time. Not fly fishing. I'm telling lies. It's spinners. It was spinners.
Oh man, don't say it's fly fishing.
We
if it's
never would have
spinners.
knew. You could have
Yeah,
just carried
I'm
on.
sorry.
That
Yeah,
it
we-
was lures.
Like
it was
anybody
like spinners
fucking
and
gives
lures.
a shit.
I'm guessing. Can I just say? I'm guessing at some point fly fishing does become a thing because obviously that's.
I would
another-
imagine. I mean, you better do fly
But I've
fishing.
done a bit of
I'm
fly.
gonna
I've done
kill
a bit of
somebody.
spinner fishing. So yeah, so you do spinner fishing with a lure that looks like a little fish that you can catch bigger fish with, and I did catch the first fish with spinning, and then you had to catch one that weighed more than 4 kilos or something, like a really big one.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get it. You've got to do jigging and all this, and different types of.
They got to
stuff
find
with
some
the
way to make
lure
fishing more interesting than just sitting there waiting for the fish
to make the
bite.
fish think it's like
Yeah.
alive, when it's spinning
Right.
through the water.
Mm.
And I
Yes.
just couldn't get it. I couldn't get a bite. I got one, and it was a big fish, and then the line snapped, and I'm just like, I can't be arsed anymore. So I played it for way
Yes.
longer than I probably should have done. But I think it was pretty good. I liked it. I kind of enjoy fishing anyway.
Wow,
was-
that's one
um,
thumb up and
no, I was-
2 thumbs down.
Yeah, I think it's just about thumbs, only just a thumbs up.
I
can
was
just say. It
interested
wasn't a
if
big
they.
thumbs up.
The only fishing I like really, I was interested if they had this feature was grenade fishing.
Yeah.
Hey man, you remember when Rambo went fishing with his explosive spear?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
There's that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, look, at the end of the day, people like to fish because it's a way to be in nature and not have to move around a whole lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's nice if you can catch a fish, but as games go, like it's hard to build a whole game around fishing.
I think the problem you've got is
What, you did it for like an hour and then you said you were done. And you
Yeah,
were the one who was
but-
excited about it. You gave it a thumbs
I
up.
quite liked it.
It's almost as bad as making a game round snooker or something.
The only reason, no, seriously, the only reason I stopped playing was because I couldn't get a bite with the spinner thing.
Boring
Yeah.
as
And that's probably
shit.
because I was doing something wrong. I'd have caught the fish I needed to catch, I'd have probably carried on playing it.
Yeah.
Because I kind of liked it. And I do think what'll happen, the trouble is...
Stu wouldn't have carried on playing this game. He doesn't play AAA games
Yeah,
for
that-
more than 10 minutes.
Nope.
That is
Yeah,
true.
right.
Yeah, the trouble is they've got to show you how to do everything. So I think once
What is
all
it
that
with
shit-
these
of course.
games showing you how to do
I
stuff?
know, doing all that stuff, then you'll be left to your own devices, I'm guessing, to do whatever the hell you want, go wherever you want to fish. You know what I mean? But I think the scope of the game is quite impressive. The
I
size
think
of
this
it.
game is
way
better
it looks.
better looking than it needs to be.
Oh yeah, it
Oh,
looks
yeah.
great. It does look nice.
Well, they put a lot of work into it.
They
but
are.
at the end of the day, it's a fishing game. Like
I
I
reckon
just,
what I think happened is they were making the game. They go, we just need to make a basic fishing game, and 2 days later they made it and was like, oh, that was really easy. Maybe we should just make the world really pretty.
You
As
see,
well.
if they'd have done a more optional tutorial thing where it was like you can learn to, do the basic, float fishing. And then if you want to do something else, you can do. And then it starts a tutorial. If you decide to have
oh,
a
I
go
agree.
at
It would be
lure
nice to
spinning
have
or
sort of
fly
optional
fishing.
tutorials.
Yeah, and just
Right.
sort of do, if you just want to do
When you're
float
ready,
fishing,
we'll
you
do
just
this other kind.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
yeah.
upgrade my
Wander around
fishing
and
rod
fish
to a
around.
Tommy gun.
Yeah.
You could
The other thing,
probably
I mean,
do that.
because that's the thing about fishing in Red Dead is like there's different fish in different parts of the world, and
Yeah.
same in New World. Like there's like fishing hotspots and stuff. In this, it's like, just go wherever you want.
Go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Fish.
I mean, I'm guessing that that you could do just that, just go off and do the float fishing. But the trouble
Right.
is, without doing all the challenges, you can't upgrade your equipment. So that's
Well,
the
and
issue.
there's no point to just catching. I mean, after 5, 10 fish, aren't you just like, all right, now I have 6 fish, now I have 7 fish?
No, but
Like,
I
in
mean,
Red Dead, you can sell the fish and use the money for other things.
yeah, I guess.
You can
I
kill
mean, the
people.
I hear what you're saying about building your own rod. Like that is the thing. It's
Yeah.
a loot game like any other loot game. You
Build
want
your
better
own
loot.
kit.
But you
build your
can't
kit
shoot
out.
people in the
But-
face. That's the
Well,
problem.
when you,
Well,
you
it'd be cool if you could take the hook and like put it in the warden's eye or something.
Yeah.
the big draw with this game, Duke, is catching bigger fish. It's all about getting the bigger fish each time.
Yeah, but
you've got to
and
get
that's
the bigger
fine.
fish.
I don't know.
That's
I feel
that's
like
fishing in real life. That's why people
All right,
fish in real
right.
life.
I think fishing in real life is boring as shit. So that's why I don't do it. But
I feel like
also,
we're
I don't
saying
want to hurt fish.
the
for my
word
own
fish
entertainment.
too much on the show. I think that's enough. I
All
can
right,
I
don't
tell
wanna
you
catch carp for my own.
can I tell you
purposes.
my one note that I made on this game? That's
Go
okay.
on, what
Go
was
ahead,
the
what's
one
your
note
one
you
note?
made on this
I
game?
said when you're picking your character, the color of the hair isn't right. I selected brown and it was bright red. Green was brown.
There you go.
Well, I only
Right.
had one option: white or black. So I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just like I picked brown. It was ginger. I was like, what the hell's going on here? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
my only
crazy.
note about this game. Fuck this game. I'm done.
Okay.
It's over.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
ginger balls.
Right. So 2 thumbs down, 1 thumbs up.
Throw
Go
it
ahead. If you
into
want
the
a fishing
pit
game,
of
it's on Game
ice.
Pass. Go check it out. What's next week on the?
Oh,
Play My
Lies
Game?
of P.
Ugh.
I don't wanna
No,
play
I'm
that.
joking.
What about
I'm
the
kidding.
other one?
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding.
Because there's
I'm
another
the-
one that looks kind of interesting here. Let me find it.
There's a Annapurna Entertainment one, isn't there? That looks
Yeah, I
pretty
think that was
good.
the one I was looking at. It looks kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
I think we should play that.
Uh,
Solar, is it
Solar
Solar
Ash?
Yeah, let's play
Solar
that.
Ash. Let's do it.
Let's play that.
Okay.
Cool.
Solid
I
ash.
probably will play that for more than 5 minutes.
Let's hope so.
I didn't
Oh,
even play
Payday
the theme
3's
song for
Payday
this.
3's on,
It's
by the way,
crazy.
people.
I don't care about it. I haven't played
You
all
did.
two.
Well, it's okay. We can do that another time. But what's the one? Solar Ash.
Solar
That's
Ash.
the
Solar Ash.
game
We'll
for
do
next
that
week.
next week.
Play it with us, people.
Fine.
All right, who's next?
I don't know. Chinny,
All right, I'll talk
You-
about Starfield.
one of you.
I'll talk about
Oh,
Starfield.
okay.
well,
I haven't
I've
touched
played
this this
Starfield. We
week.
can all talk
Sorry.
about this, I guess. So.
Nope, I haven't played it.
Well, you can't do because you don't play that. You don't play. Does it hold
Sorry.
up? I'll tell you what. You don't play. Fuck all you don't.
So,
Well, I played this angler game that you insisted I
Well,
play.
Yeah, you did. Just...
You're welcome.
good
Yeah.
news. The
Schmuck.
tip thing went away.
Oh, did
you
it?
know that tip
Did it
thing?
just
that I
go?
was
Yay!
talking
Yeah, I
went
remember.
away?
How did you get it to go away?
Just carried on playing the game, and it
They
took.
probably updated
Ah.
it.
No, it took literally.
Did another tip come up and take its place?
It
Is that-
took literally 2 minutes after me moaning about it.
All
and it went away.
right. You just
Um,
had to whinge, and then the whinge
You, had
alert
to,
went,
you just had to
"Whoop, take it
fast
off."
travel somewhere.
So that woman who looks like Helen Mirren, she's now my companion.
Companion. Sounds
So-
like her too.
So as me and Helen Mirren was walking out of the place, I got stopped by an adoring fan, and this adoring fan,
Fan of what?
like me.
Yeah, but why does she? Why is
Yeah,
she?
why
a
did-
fan
how
of
does
you?
she
What have
even
you
know
done
you?
to be
he,
a fan?
he,
Oh, he. How
he.
does he even know you?
And it looks
Yeah.
exactly like the same character as Enchantment.
The-
Enchantment, that one. It looks like.
Oh,
that
really?
one. Yeah.
Wow,
Bring it up, dude.
classic.
Bring it up.
Enchantment?
There you go. No, just the one. Right, great. So yeah, he comes up to you and he goes,
Enchantment!
not quite,
Gotcha.
but he comes up to you and he goes, "Oh, I bloody love you. You're bloody great." And he gives you very weird, creepy vibes. Like, let's just check his hard drive. Do you know what I mean? Let's just check it. I'm not saying anything. Let's just
Well,
check
yeah.
it. All right. And he had a
Let's check his
really,
basement.
he had a really weird energy. And he says, "I want to join your crew." And I was like, "Absolutely, yes. Get on board. This is the kind of energy we need. I like it."
Put on this red shirt.
So Mr. Check his hard drive and Helen Mirren were on the ship now. That's the crew. That's who I'm rocking with.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And then I got to the ship and then I stopped playing. So I played
Well-
two more minutes of it.
I'll be honest, right? I'm finding this game very unmemorable.
Ooh.
So
Look,
well, I mean, it's early.
I know, but I play for a bit and then I go back to play it and I can't remember what I'm doing.
it's
or
like this
what
podcast, isn't
missions
it?
I've
I
got.
hear you.
It is. It's
I
either
hear what you're
like
saying. I mean, and I've not been compelled to play it, and that's says something about the game, I suppose. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, like, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just
No.
that
I
it's- for
started.
whatever reason,
This is
it's not getting its hooks in
100%
us.
true, right? I started playing the game again, and there's a dude and a little girl on my ship, and I can't really remember what they're doing there. They're ju-
That's weird. I don't understand
They're
how y'all
just
get these
there,
random
and I'm
companions
just like,
to go up in front of you.
I'm sure these are something connected to some mission I've been given, but for the life
That's
of me,
crazy.
Are you
can't
role- are you-
remember
are
what
you-
mission it was.
Shoot, are you role playing or just a senile space traveler?
Did you like borrow
think
someone
I am.
else's game save?
I
or
think
something?
I am. I'm like, I'm sure this must be connected to something. 'cause
Why are
they're
you here? What are you doing in my
What?
ship?
Where did
Who
these
took my
kid? Where did
false
this kid
teeth?
come from? There's
Yeah.
a kid on the
This
ship. I'm
sandwich took a
scared.
bite out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's just
crazy.
because the stuff you're being given to do is just not very memorable. It's
I
not
think
just
like
interesting.
a kind of a bad relationship. It's not you, it's me with this game.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's the game. I think it's me. I think I play it and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I just
And can I just say, I'm getting beyond pissed off with the lack of knowing where to go. There's a
Okay.
marker, could be fucking anywhere. You head towards it, and there's a building in the way, and I'm like, well, I'm guessing it's not this way.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, I mean,
"What?"
that's nothing new. That's always been the case.
no,
man.
but
Yeah.
but
I mean,
it-
you talk about like a
it's
game like
especially bad
Skyrim. There used to be like a
honest.
mountain. in
Yeah,
the way.
right.
Yeah,
You're
but
right,
at least
exactly.
no, but at least you knew. Like when you're in the middle of a city, you can't even tell where it's underground, overground. Do you have to go down
Fair
in the
enough.
lift? Do you
That-
go
that's
up in
true.
stairs?
Skyrim always would direct you to the gates. of the
Skyrim,
city.
you pretty much knew it would take you to the entrance to a cave, so you knew that's
Right.
where you had to go.
Right.
This,
Right.
I mean, there was one where I had to go in
Yeah.
a building, go down 3 floors in a lift, came out of the lift, and I'm like, oh, it's not here. And then it was at the end of there, and I'd never been there before, and I was going
Right.
back to somewhere I'd already been.
I
But
agree
it
with
was
that,
just
and
a different
I
way
think
to
that
get
the
there.
design in New Atlantis or whatever it was a little confusing because I needed
Oh.
to find my way to the little tram, and it was like it
Oh,
was
yeah.
directly below me, and I'm like, I don't know how the fuck to get down there.
Yeah.
But again, like that's the case in a lot of Bethesda games,
It
and it's
is-
trying to make you explore. So I hear you. I'm not disputing that that's
fix them
frustrating.
in this game.
Mm.
That is not an excuse. It's just like
I'm not saying
oh,
it's
we'll
an
give it a free
excuse.
pass. It's a Bethesda game. It's fine.
I'm not giving it a free pass. I said I agree with you. It is frustrating.
Yeah, they need to sort their shit out when they design games, honestly, because it's
You should
don't
tell
make
them
Although
that.
I do remember having the same problem with The Witcher 3.
not to the same extent because like it's
Not to
which
the
are
same
pretty
extent,
similar
but
again
somewhat.
because it's
Hey,
again it's
yeah,
takes
go
you to
meet
the
this person
door.
in this castle, and I'm like, oh, there's a fucking mountain in the way.
No, but you know that you can look on the big map and
No,
see where it is. You
I-
can't
I-
even look at a map with this.
Stu, I definitely had this problem because I streamed every minute of that game, Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And I definitely had this problem where I was like, I don't know where this mission is, and it was like above or below me. I definitely.
So okay, maybe we could say that game developers
Game's a
would
cack.
help us out. They would help us out if they gave us maybe some steps along the way instead of just it's here, get to that point.
I
you're
guess,
on your own.
but no, the difference is between Witcher 3. I do agree there's an up and down issue with Witcher 3.
You won't have a bad word about Witcher 3.
No, but there's a bloody overarching map, so you can look on the map and go, well, it's at least there. I can
One
see
of-
on the
one
map
of-
where it is. There's no
I
fucking
remember
even
looking
there's
at like
no map.
7 different. There's often stuff above and below too
Dude,
on the map.
is
though,
there a
Witcher
map
3.
in Starfield?
Oh, so
Can
the-
you pull up a
I don't-
map?
yeah,
and
there's
see a
several
map of
maps.
New
No,
Atlantis?
hold on.
No, you can't. There
hang
is
on,
not a
hang-
map.
You two, stop it.
There is no fucking
Stop
map.
recording different shows. Right. So, they have announced updates to Starfield. One of them being a city map, which I think is
Well,
what you're...
fucking put it in when you build the game in the first
They
place. you
forgot,
dick.
Stu.
They didn't. You
It
don't
was-
forget
No,
to
no, no, no.
include a map.
They forgot it was in the drawer, and they was like, "What's it doing in the
It's
drawer?"
bullshit.
It should have been in the
you
game.
know, they'd be
Well,
probably
there's
have
an
about-
article on PC Gamer that's the
300
headline is nope, not
people.
a bug. Starfield city maps just look like that,
Hmm.
which is I haven't even used the city maps enough to know.
I
but
didn't
I'll
even know
take
there
your-
was a city map. Where's the city map?
The way your
I didn't-
camera is situated, Stu, the glass is at the bottom, and it looks like your head is poking at the top.
It is. That's exactly what's happening.
You know what I mean? That's what. Anyway,
But-
they've acknowledged the maps are cack, and there's about 7 maps in the game. There's like the solar map, the universe map, the world map, the city map. There's loads, and it's confusing.
There is no city map. Not that I'm aware of. I ain't seen no
I
fucking
heard
city map.
a thing today where they're including city maps because they
Good, but
didn't bloody bother putting them in.
no, because it was like, oh, because you can. It's like being in a real city. You just get lost. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's a Reddit thread. How do I open the city maps? And well, it says you can look them up online, but yada, yada.
Brilliant. That
I
means
guess
there
they
is
don't.
none. There is none.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
That's what I
But
mean.
the,
Right, I
the
get your
top comment
point.
also says, in my experience, if you're one to run around rather than fast travel, you learn everything fairly quickly, which is frustrating.
Look,
But
this
it's
is
also
this was my point about Witcher, right? I get what you're saying about the up and down, but there's a frigging map you can look at, so you can at least get the general idea
right.
of where it is.
Okay,
With
fine.
this
We
game,
agree. They should have a
can't.
map for the city. I agree.
holy shit.
Everybody calm down.
But again, like, look, Bethesda doesn't usually make big cities, so you don't need a map for Whiterun or Megaton in Fallout, right? You just go there and you wander around. Eventually, you learn the layout of their city. So this is the first, and that yes, I'm not disputing that they messed up. They should have city
No,
maps.
but
I agree with you.
again, in Oblivion, in those games, in Fallout, there's still a world map, and you can zoom in and see whereabouts in that city you need to go. You can look. You can look where
Yes.
it is.
Well, maybe they were trying to make it more immersive. I don't know.
They've tried to make it more fucking frustrating.
Yes, well, I agree that certain things are frustrating, like when you have 2 different kinds of swords in an RPG. You can't kill certain monsters.
It
with
tells you at the
certain
beginning.
swords.
It's part of the fucking thing at the beginning. Just because you didn't take notice is not the game's fault. Duke.
So we
Take what?
Exactly.
All 3 of us seem to be like not hot on Starfield. Is
I'm
it?
not. No, I'm not hot. I'd rather have carried on
Well,
playing Uncharted, and
Yeah,
that was.
I will
it's
say that
only
I
just
probably
opening
would
up.
be hot on it. I probably would be hot on it if I had started playing it at the beginning of the summer. But
Okay.
because time is so hectic with school and my brain is so fried when I come home, I just don't want to deal with it.
No,
Sorry.
I'm with you on this, Chinny. I'm in your camp. It's just been super frustrating and just not engaging enough at the moment.
I just like can't be asked.
That's what I mean. It's not engaging. I'm not like,
It's not
wow, I need to
grabbing
play
me.
some more of this.
No.
It's like Fallout 4. I loved it.
Yeah,
I love Fallout
And
4.
I don't think.
But
Fallout
what was
4
it about? Don't you think that's because you already knew the way Fallout worked?
Maybe.
No,
maybe
I
for me,
think as
maybe.
well. I think as well it's because it's just less complicated. It was just
Yeah.
more simple to
Yeah, I
play.
think so.
you got a mission,
I
you
think
went
he's
to
got
the
a point.
mission,
I think he's got a
you
point.
killed
Yeah.
you killed
Yeah,
some
that's- I'll
shit, and
accept
job
that.
were done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And you
fair.
weren't
Now, to be
com-
fair, though, I already did this mission with Helen Mirren, and like that was a pretty straightforward mission. Like all
No,
things
no,
considered.
I don't mean complicated. I mean complicated UI. I mean just the way you get around from place to place. The thing in Fallout, once you're in the Fallout universe,
Oh,
that's
right,
it. You
yes.
don't go anywhere
It
else.
is. I mean, yes, I agree that you
And I
have
think
to.
the issue with Starfield is the minute they take you out of that to fast travel to the next planet, and then you have to do about 5 steps to get there.
Yeah,
You just lose the immersion. You're just
Well,
not engaged.
yeah, but
as
okay, but hang
much.
a second though. Aren't you the one who's always raving and ranting about how great Elite Dangerous is?
Yeah, but Elite Dangerous is pretty seamless. You're in a universe. You don't have to zoom. You just
Yeah,
go
but,
from
but
place to
mining
place.
in Elite Dangerous is like.
I'm not
ass
saying
ache
it's
with
not
hemorrhoids.
tedious. I'm not saying it's not tedious. I didn't say that. I said
So it's
Starfield
okay if
is
it's tedious so long as
complicated.
it doesn't break immersion.
No, it's complicated. It's like frustrating that you have to keep coming
I
out
don't
of the game to
understand the
go
difference
into the
between
game.
tedious and complicated.
It's Duke. It's a situationship. Okay.
It's a situationship. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I guess.
It's a situationship that you're just not privy to. Okay. Tim
Yeah,
Kelly. Tim Kelly in the
I-
chat
look,
says.
all I'm saying is, sorry, I cut you off, Chinny. Go ahead.
Tim Kelly in the chat says.
Oh, gone wrong way.
Is Starfield the game to finally make me go? I don't know why I'm doing that voice here, Tim Kelly. I'm so sorry.
That's
Is-
maybe how he sounds. Who
Is
knows?
Starfield the game to make me finally go to next gen? Big Fallout and Skyrim fan here. I've always wanted Skyrim in space. Haven't been
Nope.
tempted to go next gen until then. Well, it ain't Skyrim in space.
I
my
would
friend.
say
it could be less
change your
Skyrim from
expectations.
space. Yeah,
it's
because
not.
it
It's
is
not Skyrim. Like,
No.
and look, this is the thing. This is the first time Bethesda's ever taken us off the ground.
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. right?
Excuse me.
Oh,
the
wait a minute, you can ride a
the
dragon.
Motherland DLC, the Mothership
in Ride a
DLC.
Dragon.
Mothership. Yeah, but you know what? That was still just you get teleported into a
I know, I'm
spaceship and then
joking,
you're
I'm
walking
joking,
around
I'm
in the
joking,
space. Okay.
yeah.
So the point is, it's a big leap for them,
It is
literally.
a big leap,
Haha.
yeah.
And I don't know that it's paying off, to be honest. I don't know that again, it's early. Maybe I'll feel differently about this when I play more of it, and I will. But I don't know that the traveling around in the spaceship adds a whole lot. And it's, I agree with you. Like, the reason I'm a Bethesda fanboy is because the games are like putting on an old shoe, and they are intuitive, and they don't have to learn a lot of stuff. So I'm with you on that critique. I just
You
don't
see,
know that.
part of me thinks, right, and I'm going to be completely honest with you here.
Oh, because you've been holding back since.
No, I'm always honest. But part of me
Yeah.
thinks this game would have been better if it had been get in the spaceship, go to the star map, click on the next mission, and you would
And you're
just
just
arrive
there.
at the planet.
Right.
Everybody would lose
Right,
their minds, though.
I mean, that's fair.
Do
but
you know what I
think-
mean?
Yeah.
I know they're trying to give you this, like, oh, you're in space and all that. Who gives a shit? Because it's so incidental and it means so little.
So far, it is incidental. I agree, and like the space combat is fine. It's not terrible. I don't find it to be great. It's And so, are we gaining a lot by having that part of it? And if not, maybe they could give us a mod where we just like bypass that part of it. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
understandable that because they're adding so much in terms of like exploration in space, that it will be more complicated than the other previous Bethesda games. That's understandable. Oh my god, the glass that was at the bottom of the screen has now gotten bigger, Stu. It looks like you're sinking into it. Brilliant, excellent stuff.
Maybe we could put that somewhere
so
else
yeah,
without spilling it.
I think
It's empty now.
because it's very different. In a way, Skyrim and Fallout they are very different, but they're very similar in the way they play out.
Yeah.
This is like a massive, like as we said earlier, a leap for Bethesda.
Yeah.
So they have to do the different stuff, and it has to be different to what we're used to, and it probably a bit more complicated than we're used to as well. So
I get that, but I don't mind the actual gameplay or the the story structure or something like that being different, but I feel like it's just being complicated for the sake of being complicated.
I don't
you
think
know,
so. No, I don't,
I don't
think
know.
so.
I don't feel like it's. I just feel like the UI is just not great.
I think you're old, Stu.
I'm not old, but I
think
just
you're
feel
old,
like
mate.
I'm just like do you know what? It's
Do you know
like
what a computer
said to
game
me,
is, Stu?
You've got limited time to play a game.
Yeah,
I want to be playing the game.
you want to be getting on with it.
No, I agree.
I want to be
with
getting on with it. I don't want to
yeah,
be
but we
fanning
haven't.
around.
I don't think any one of us have given it good time.
Right, and I
Maybe
agree
not.
with
I
that.
mean,
And
I've
think
played
that,
what 6
lots
hours,
of games.
7
Look,
hours.
Stu, Elden Ring is a lot to tackle when you start playing it.
It is,
You
but
have to
again,
figure out
right?
where
I
you're
hate to
going.
keep
You have to
banging
figure
on.
out how to make stuff at the campsite.
You
have to
do,
figure
you
out this,
do.
have to
But
figure out
Elden
that.
Ring is again, it's just a massive open world. You walk out that cave, go where you like.
Well, you can do that in this game by going to different planets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not that seamless experience. Elden Ring, you could walk.
I'm not
for-
saying it's a seamless
You know, the
experience,
same
but if
as you
you're
could in
saying that the
Skyrim
benefit of
or
Elden Ring is that
Oblivion.
it's an open world and you can go wherever you want, that's true about this game as well.
You can walk for miles and you'd still, you can just carry on going, pick a point and off you go. And I think that's
I
what makes
agree that that's
Skyrim and
awesome, but that's-
Fallout and Oblivion work so well. And I think just in this game, it wants to be this
You're right.
huge
I mean-
scale, and it doesn't feel like it is.
Well, and that's maybe fair. I don't know because I haven't seen much of the universe yet, so I don't think I can say, or the galaxy at least.
If
But I
you're listening
would
to
say
this,
that-
sorry, dude, Karen.
Go ahead.
No, you Karen.
I'm repeating myself a lot. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you listen to the show and you're like, these fucking three are idiots,
Yeah.
write in
Tell us
podcast
what you think about
convince
Starfield, then.
us.
VG
Convince
Podcast
us.
UK at gmail.com or go on our
Yeah,
Discord.
I
and
think
tell us
we've
what
said
you
everything we can say about.
Yeah, I
Starfield
agree.
right
I
now.
quite
We got to
agree.
play it more, and then we'll have more
think. We're
opinions.
gonna play it.
By the
now.
way, we should say hello to Probably Okay because I've never seen Probably Okay in the
He's,
chat before.
no, probably
No.
okay. It's been here. That's Sean.
He's
Oh,
somewhat. I
You've met him.
get
dude.
it. Probably okay. Somewhat all right. All right. Anything else about Starfield? No. All right. Who's next?
no, it's not a lot. Go on, Duke. You take
Okay.
the floor. You've not said a lot yet.
Right. So I got papers to grade. I shouldn't be taking the floor, but I will. So, I have to explain to people at work. I teach those who don't know. I'm a high school English teacher. People are like, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like, "Okay, so have you ever heard of MUDs? Like, they're these old video games.
Bye.
They're the original Right. Where are you going? Come back.
Chinny, you go next.
No.
So I've been playing Aardwolf, which is the
Oh,
gold
boy.
standard of combat
Oh,
MUDs. But then I was like, you know what? I have fond memories of playing Achaea, which is the highest rated, more social MUD. Because at a certain point with Aardwolf, like it's kill monsters, rinse, repeat, level up, get better gear, that sort of
Are
thing.
you telling me that mud game would be boring after a while?
It's not boring after a while. It's just that
Sure.
it's one kind of, it's just focused entirely on combat.
Yeah.
And I want to interact with other humans more than just when you log in, you say to your clan like, "Hey, how is everybody?" And they're like, "Fine, you," and you're like, "Fine," and like that's the end of it. So Achaea is a MUD that is focused on like actual interaction between humans. The cities are sort of like the larger world story is influenced very much by the players. As you can see on the screen, it's all text. Now,
Yeah, I can
what
totally
you're
see
looking at.
what's going on here. Oof.
Well, here's the thing though. This is the GUI interface that the company has made. I don't play with this because it's too fancy. I play with a different client that does not have.
For audio listeners, just imagine teletext but more boring.
It's
like there's 6 panels on this screen. There's the main one, and then 5. There's the main one, and then there's like 2 panels over here with your gear, and there's 2 panels over here indicating what's in the room that you're in, which is very nice.
And is
but
that a
that's like
map? I'm
luxury.
guessing the top left.
Yeah.
map.
Top left is a map. That's right. And I have a map on my client too.
For
so
the
I'm not-
audio
that's not a-
listeners, when you say map, it looks
it's a
It's a
very
bunch of little
loose,
squares
loose
linked up with
definition of
lines.
the word map.
No, it's a map. But if you had this for a map in Starfield, you'd be very happy.
It looks
At
like
least it'd be a map.
It looks
at
like
least it'd be a
somebody
map.
started making a crossword and then finished and didn't bother finishing it. Yeah.
So but this is ridiculous. I was talking to the Duchess about this. I just got back into Achaea recently, and I had to make a new character and this and that because my old character I hadn't played for a long time, and I forgot how to play the game.
What did
So I
you
wanted to
say?
do a new
Oh, I've got
character
to mow the lawn. Oh, sorry.
Wait, come back. We were in the middle of dinner. Like, where are you going? But here's the thing. I spent a lot of the so finally by Saturday I was like, all right, I'm set up. I can spend the day playing. And then like a lot of the day on Saturday I was spending it like tweaking colors and adding sounds and all this stuff that you shouldn't have to do with a video game, but I'm an obsessive nerd. So now I finally got it all. But by the end of the day, Saturday, we were going out to dinner, and I was looking back on the day, and I'm like, I played that game for like 4 hours, and I really didn't do anything.
Sounds
It's
like
really
Starfield.
sad.
Bazinga!
Yeah, it does. It does.
Hey.
Pow!
But I went back to my old character now that I remember how to play the game, and I'm like, and it's kind of cool because I can role play it as like, so I don't know what happened. I think someone cast a spell on me and put me in like a coma for years. And my character is now like 70 years old. I think he was like 25 when I was playing him before. So I get to, make up story about all the things that happened in this time. And the city where I'm living is like changed a bunch. And they're like, oh, that group you were with, it doesn't exist anymore and this and that. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Wow, I'll
because
tell you
as I've
what,
said
Duke,
before-
a lot of shit's gone down, hasn't it? Since
Yeah, it
while
has.
you've been asleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this kind of game engages the imagination in the same way a book does compared to watching a movie. So if most video games are movie-like in that you have the world there and you just look at it and you can interact with it, but you can't, you know what I mean? Like we have a little bit, so MUDs have long given you the option to define how you look, right? That's a pretty recent thing in video games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you,
So
is it just I'm assuming just sort of a description? You can just put what you
Well,
want to
yeah.
think you look
of course
like.
you
I
can.
don't
Right, exactly.
The
you can
Hulk.
describe your hair.
I
you
look
can
like
describe
the
your-
Hulk.
know.
The look
I've
in
got
your
green
eyes, you can
skin,
describe, I
muscly
describe
body.
my hands as being more contemplative than furtive. It's a game for nerds, and so it's a
fuck
bunch
are
of
you-
nerds trying to impress each other.
What the fuck
What?
was that?
What a
How
contemplative
dare you
hands.
try and... How dare
My
you...
hands are contemplating the universe.
Yeah,
What is
the
what are your
movement
hands
of the
doing?
hands
dare
is more
you?
contemplative than furtive.
How do your
dare
hands
you
move
say that and get
contemplating?
away with it? You
What?
come back to that, please.
I know you're wordy, dude, but how are your hands moving in a contemplative way? What did
Because
he
if
do?
I'm stroking my chin and thinking, my hands are
Yeah,
contemplative
but you
as
see,
opposed
but
to
if you,
if they're furtive, then you're just like fidgeting and
what that jumping around like this.
right. That's
Is that what they're
furtive.
doing?
Yeah, that's furtive.
Furtive hand. I don't think they're good descriptors for hands, if I'm being honest.
Okay, how would you
Gnarly,
describe
bony
someone's hand
fingers
movement?
would be a
Floppy.
descriptive way. fat sausage fingers.
Yeah,
that's how you
That's the way the hands look. I was talking about how they move.
King Charles hands.
They move in a stealthy way, or they move
I
in
don't.
a
But my character's not
slow-
stealthy though.
slow, vivacious movement.
Well, how about you make a character on Achaea and you can describe your character's hands any way you
Call
like.
yourself an English teacher. What the hell are you teaching those kids?
Sausage
Okay,
fingers.
hold on a second. There's nothing wrong with saying that the hands move in a contemplative,
I don't
in a way
think
that's more
that's a
contemplative than
Good
furtive.
way to describe
You're allowed to
hands.
disagree.
And
I just
furtive,
don't
let's be
care
honest,
that you disagree.
Furtive more or less describes an animal that's sort of sneaking around or somebody sneaking about. That's not hands.
How about we see what? How about we see what the dictionary
So
says?
your
No,
hands,
not the
are your hands
dictionary.
Hey, he's the one who
around,
started
Duke?
critiquing
just-
my
Are
I
your
just
hands
meant-
sneaking about, are they?
I just meant describing
no.
your hands in a video game is just a
They're
pointless.
sneaking round the corner to see what's going
Well,
on.
since he came at me, hey, I'm gonna clap back.
So what does the dictionary say
Oxford, the
about
languages. Can we
furtive?
agree that Oxford languages is a reliable
Oxford,
source?
Oxford Dictionary is a
Okay,
good.
good.
Source.
Attempting to avoid notice or attention,
No,
typically
that's
because
a
of
fucking
guilt,
sneaking about, is it not?
typically because of guilt or a belief that discovery would lead to
So
trouble.
are your hands
Secretive.
guilty or something then? What
No,
are your hands
I said
guilty of?
they're-
Strangling someone?
Stuart, if you
So
recall,
they're trying
I
to
said my
hide
hand-
inside your pockets?
My hands move in a way that is more contemplative than furtive. I'm saying they're not furtive.
No, but your hands can't be furtive either.
sure
'cause
they
you
can.
can't be
The
sneaking
movement
around
of
'cause
your
they're
hands
guilty.
can be.
So has your hands got a conscience and knows about guilt?
No, but I move them as a reflection of my conscience.
I'm sorry, dude. You're fucking stretching it there.
I hate this conversation.
I do. Let's stop because I am never
Well, you
going
can
to
just
agree
not
that your hands
argue with me about how I'm
can
describing my
sneak
goddamn
about
character's
in a
hands.
furtive
Dude, how
way.
How
dare
about you
you.
write a story and I'll tear it apart with all the bad
I'm not tearing
descriptions
apart,
you
I'm just tearing
include?
apart that you think hands can
No,
be
okay,
furtive.
all right, mommy, daddy, please stop
I
fighting.
love you, Duke, but your hands aren't sneaking around.
Please.
Anyway, let's carry on.
All right, I
For the
can
last
hear
time,
all
no,
the.
no, I will keep saying it until he accepts that I am not describing the hands as furtive. I'm
You did.
describing them moving in a furtive way.
Yeah, but your hands aren't moving in
Oh
a
my
furtive way.
God.
Nobody does that.
Okay, fine, you can say that and be wrong, but as long as we
No,
understand
you're
that you
wrong.
need to actually
Let's just
address what
agree
I
you're wrong
wrote.
and move on.
I'm not wrong.
Audio,
All right,
audio listeners,
so
I'm so
that's
sorry.
Achaea.
I'm so.
Look,
And that's all I've been
look.
playing. I'm done
Tim
talking.
says, my hands are moving in a scratch my
Stop it.
ass way.
Stop
There
it.
you go. I like it.
Stop it. Oh my god. I'm
sorry.
exhausted. I'm
That's the title of the
exhausted.
show. How are your hands moving?
I'm sorry.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's carry
Anyway.
on.
I feel sad.
There you go.
Oh, by
there's
the way,
the
did we
title. How are
mention
your
Chinny's
hands
having a
moving?
baby? Chinny's having a
Yeah,
baby.
having a baby,
Did we
yeah.
mention that?
No,
Did we
she's
mention
not
that?
having it. His wife's having a baby.
Chinny's having a baby too. Oh, it's part of him, though. You know what I mean? His DNA is in there.
He was in there.
Yeah.
It is.
he-
His
he
DNA is
contributed.
in there.
Do you,
3
you,
minutes
you
of
predicted
work.
days last week, didn't you? Do you remember what you said? I can't remember now.
I don't remember.
I can't
don't
remember.
what I
I'm not a
did
clue.
Yesterday.
Boy or girl? Boy
Why do
or
I have
girl?
this bowl
Boy
of
or girl?
popcorn in front of me?
Boy or girl?
No,
Boy.
not predicting. No, I'm not doing
Gender
sex.
non-binary.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not doing sex.
Why?
Because I don't know. I'll do the date. I don't want to guess whether it's. I just want a surprise when it comes.
No, but
I
just
think your
you-
kid's gonna be
Well, well, you-
non-binary.
You making a guess you won't influence the sex of the
Yeah,
baby.
well,
Well,
you never
okay,
know.
I'm right. Okay, the fact that it's possibly going to be late, I'm going boy.
Boy. A Duke?
There you go. I'm going boy.
non-binary.
Non-binary.
They're gonna be queer as the ace of spades. Like
That's fine.
non-binary. Like
Right, can we
totally
move on,
refusing
please?
To go what?
How are they? How are their hands moving, Duke? Are the baby's hands moving? How are they?
They're gonna be resolute in the movement of their hands.
Okay.
Right.
They're
No,
gonna
I
take
agree. Like,
Z's
resolute.
there as,
I'm on board with resolute because you can
they're
be,
gonna-
in a direct way. Your hands could be in a resolute way. So I agree
Well, then
with
they
that.
can also be furtive.
No, they can't.
They're going to be determined, and they're going to be trying to smash the cis-het orthodoxy. And I say, good luck to them, or to them.
Anyway, let's move.
They're going to take those
on.
Z pronouns. I'll bet you.
Let's move on.
Calling it.
I've got one more.
When I
game
meet
to
them, I'm
talk-
going to be like, hey, how are Z
Oh.
doing? And you're like, what the fuck? Shut up. My name is Fred.
Anyway,
Okay.
I hope you have a baby at some point, Chinny. You know, it might be while
Yeah.
Duke's still talking. Who knows?
Of course I'm going to be
so-
talking. I never stop talking. Why
You
is
know what I
snooze?
mean? Right.
That's coming
anyway,
from you, Stu.
I know.
Yeah, really.
I've got one more game to quickly talk about before
Okay.
we move on,
Yeah.
and that game would be Gears of War 5. Right, 'cause I was like,
Okay. You've been
I need
playing
to
this
get
for
this
a
finished.
while.
because I'm always being accused of not finishing games. I need to
because
get
it's
back on
true.
this game.
It's not
I
an
know,
accusation.
I know.
It's the
I
truth.
know. I know. I nearly gave up on it this week. I nearly
Why?
did because I've been loving it so far. I have, but I got to an area, right, and it was only a small area, and you had to open a gate at the other side of it. So you go into like you open a gate up, like squeezing through a gap, and then you have to flick a switch, but you can't do that till you've had a battle with loads of spawn that appear in it. It's a bit foggy looking, but oh my god, one of the they have these like mini boss dudes, and he had this weapon, which was like these drill grenades.
Okay.
And he's firing these drill grenades like at you while you're trying to shoot the enemy, and they're miles away. And every now and again, they would drill in the top of your head, and it was an insta kill. It would just blow your head off completely.
Insta kill.
And every time that happened, I was like, "There's nothing you could do to avoid it." Once it happened, that was it. And I was just like, "Oh my god, this is so." And it got to the point where I've died that many times trying to do this section that I actually put it on easy to do it. And then it was really easy, and I just pissed it, right? And I thought maybe that's just a one-off, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
So did you put it back to medium?
So I put it back on medium, yeah. As soon as I finished that section, stuck it back on medium. Get to another section, right? And then one of those dudes with the double bloody spike shit.
Good description.
Right? They're like two staffs with massive spikes on it, and he's like another like mini warlord type thing. But then there was a shit ton of like those mindless zombie-like spawn things coming at you. Then a load of those robots with the robot coil things in the back.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable. And I had like hardly any ammo left. There was no on this game a lot of the time. When you come into an area where there's a big battle, it'll give you loads of ammo.
That's when you know you're in the shit.
So you're in the shit. But I was in the shit and had no ammo. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then I got killed about 5 times trying to do that on medium. And I just turned it off because I was getting quite frustrated. I'm like, I could have put it on easy again and done it.
Did you turn it off in a fertile way?
I did in a furtive way. I turned it in a furtive way.
Oh, right, okay.
So we all agree that's a perfectly legitimate way to describe someone's
I
actions.
sneaked over to the console and
because Cambridge Dictionary has quite a few examples of that.
Oh, give it up, Duke. I'm never going to agree with you. Just
stop.
give it
It was
up.
a joke.
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm trying to convince the listeners and the
Oh,
people
who
in
cares,
chat.
Duke? I really don't give a
Right,
shit.
stop.
Who cares?
Okay, then let's not talk about it
Oh
anymore.
my God.
I'm not doing. You brought it up.
I brought it up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Carry
it's
on
your
talking about
fault.
Gears of War 5. Go. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm
So a
going
furtive way, right? Right, go on.
I am going to keep playing it, but I feel like I'm probably going to put it on easy when I go back to it.
Yeah.
Because I just can't be doing with the frustration of these like choke points.
I wonder if it's because the game sort of has co-op in mind. Because I played this whole game.
Yeah,
co-op.
no, I did think that because that was the other thing I should have mentioned. The guy who's with me, I can't remember what his name is even now.
Dave.
But he died so many times, like ended up down so many times.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh God, I've got to keep trying to. I've got to revive. Apart from anything else, I have to keep trying to revive him.
Yeah.
And that made it equally frustrating as well.
Yeah.
And I think if I had been playing with another real person, I'd have probably got through that section quite well because we'd have coordinated, we'd have teamed up, we'd have known what we were doing. But the AI doesn't really kill enemies that well either. So you're more or less stuck doing it on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that, I absolutely agree. I think had I been playing this in co-op, it would probably been a completely different experience.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of the problem as well.
I played the whole thing in co-op, and
I think that's probably
there were definitely
the thing.
points in the game where they were challenging, but I don't remember like putting the controller down or
No,
nothing like that.
I do think that's probably the problem. I could probably be better playing it in co-op than playing it on my own.
Well, maybe I should help you out.
Maybe you should. I mean, have you still got this? But the trouble is,
Game Pass.
yeah, true. When I play this though, it's when you're at work, so that's not ideal.
Well, I don't know.
That's the problem, because I can't commandeer the telly at night where it is.
Yeah.
So, I suppose I could play it on the Steam Deck. Could play it in co-op on there, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because that works on Game Pass
I
equally.
might not be at work next week. I don't know.
No, you may not be. You may be on mat leave, so maybe we can do some of this in co-op.
Yeah, my
Dunno.
paternity leave starts like tomorrow, but the baby's not here, so
I know, yeah. Are you not just going to delay the paternity leave?
yeah, that's the plan. But
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no point being off when the baby's not arrived,
No,
I don't
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
That's the
but
best time
yeah.
to have off, and you just relax.
Yeah, true. Anyway, yeah, just it's pretty good. I like it, like I say, but I'm just finding it a little bit frustrating at the moment. But I'm going to persevere. But I think I'm just going to stick it on easy. I think when you're playing with the AI characters, you just can't do it. It's just really difficult.
yeah.
So there you go.
All right, Gears of War 5, still trudging through it.
I'm still trudging through it.
Yeah.
I will get there eventually.
Mm,
Right at this point, I don't think there's any news. Has anyone got any news? I don't think there's any news.
Nope.
Video
I
games.
don't- It's just been a bit of a weird.
Yeah, I've not been grading many papers during the show, but that's not the kind of news you mean.
I must admit, I haven't been looking at news as much recently because it just doesn't seem to be a lot of news out there. It just
Well, especially if you don't go looking for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
well,
you're
that's
not
true.
gonna
I
find
guess
it.
that's absolutely
If you don't look
true.
for it, it's definitely
Yeah.
not there.
No, I guess that's actually true. I think I've just not been looking so much.
Oh,
But we have got emails and we have got speak pipes, so I think we should do those at this point.
Whoa, that ruled.
there isn't a lot of news. I've just skimmed the page. There isn't.
No, I don't think there is. I don't think there is.
Well, I think Nintendo
Anyway.
had a thing, and whatever. Showed more gameplay, whatever, blah.
What about this headline? Phil Spencer is right. AAA games are in big trouble.
Well,
Yeah.
they are.
No, they are if they're on Xbox.
Yes.
Zing.
By the way, Phil Spencer also said
Don't
that-
say his full name.
I have just remembered some news I read, which was
Say
quite
his full
interesting.
name, Stu.
I know, Philip.
Phil.
Philip Spencer.
No, Nick Spencer. He's got.
Oh
no
yeah, Phil No
name.
Next Spencer. Apparently, there were some leaked emails from Xbox in which Phil Spencer said
Yes.
if the opportunity arose, he would buy Valve. That Xbox,
Yeah.
that Microsoft would buy Valve.
Oh God, please
And-
no.
No, Valve and Nintendo, I think, wasn't it?
And
That's-
Nintendo, yeah. He said
I
the
saw
opportunity
that.
arose, he would buy Valve and Nintendo.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's never ever going to happen.
Well, let's hope
That's never
not.
gonna happen. There is some other news actually that I've just remembered. Look, I'm not even reading news; I'm just remembering news now. Because that's how good I am. I can just remember. But
Yeah.
apparently, Valve, someone's done a deep dive into the latest update for Valve VR. For Steam VR.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
within the code, they have found code for a battery indicator.
Okay.
Okay.
And something else, I can't remember what the other thing is, but anyway, the upshot is it indicates that the next headset is going to be a wireless portable headset rather than a wired one. So they're going to
Okay.
jump on the wireless bandwagon,
Okay.
which isn't really a surprise or shock, is it, to anyone?
No.
Because I think if they still had a
Or
tether, I
interesting.
think, yeah, I think, well, depends if you're into VR, I suppose. But I'm guessing it's still got to have the option to be tethered, for the more powerful AAA games. Or it may well be it's literally just a wireless headset that an older game still run from your PC. They just stream to it
Yeah.
rather than actually having any power in the actual headset to run games. But I
Yeah.
guess we'll find out when we get an announcement. But there's stuff indicating
guess
that's
so.
what's coming. Anyway, let's go to the emails.
Okay, go ahead.
So first email this week is from Jason.
Oh, Jason.
And he says, Xbox leaked on me. It
What?
says, hey, veterans, so 2028, I guess it's still okay to buy a new console.
Well, sure, why not?
Hey, Duke, here's an egg timer topic. The lady in the
Ooh.
shape of water isn't deaf, you numpty. She's mute.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yeah, good call. I stand corrected.
There you go. Hey, Stupot. Why do you hate baseball? I've never mentioned anything about baseball. have I?
We mentioned MLB the show, and you said anyone who likes or plays baseball should burn in hell.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
I've
remember
never
saying
met.
that.
We talked about football, like American football. I don't think I've mentioned baseball.
No, we mentioned MLB the show.
Oh
And
yeah,
you
but
weren't interested in playing it. That I do recall that.
I don't know. I didn't. But anyway, I
We can
don't
go
hate.
pull the tape, but I
I don't
wanna
hate
embarrass you,
baseball,
so.
by the way. I've never said I hate baseball.
You said
do
that
hate-
anyone
didn't
who
you?
plays it should be a Nazi.
They should be play my game, bitch. Anyway, he says. I know. You probably strike out every time you were at bat. Played a demo for Legend Bowl, the real football, or since you have a newfound love for turn-based shit, try Chain Decos or Octopath Traveler 2. I don't know. Chin, hang on tight, and as far as Xbox leaky leak goes, who cares? Whip it out, Sony. Jason, there you go. I have no idea what any of
Don't
that
know what
meant.
any of that's going on. Yeah.
We
No, what
often
is
have
going-
to just sort of thank Jason for writing in, and some of his stuff makes sense when he called me on the Lady in Shape of Water, but other times we just don't know.
Don't know.
So thank
Don't know
you.
what it means. Don't know.
Be more understandable.
No,
This
it's his
week,
brand.
This week, Darren Sim has sent us another email. He says, I have a question this week. Who is your favorite side character from a game? Mine might be Roman from GTA 4 or Sadie from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sadie is very, very
Sadie's
cool.
okay.
Sadie's
I was just
great.
talking about this on Reddit. I can't remember her name. Doctor Mass Effect 2. There's a doctor. Her
Oh, yeah.
name is Chakwas. She was awesome. She's an older lady, but she's hot, and she was like wry and witty and funny, and like she was always drinking, and I loved her. I wish we could have romanced her. I would have totally tried to get her into the sack.
Have a drink with her. That's all you can do.
Yeah, you can. I wanted to do more than just have a drink, man.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. It's
mine
true.
I
is
think she
the,
reminded me of the Duchess a lot. So
Mine is the butler from Tomb Raider 3, because you could lock him in the
Okay.
freezer.
damn, that's cold.
So who's
Get
you?
it cold. Ah.
Who did you? By the way, who did you just say?
The butler from Tomb Raider.
Ah,
Whereas you can shoot him and he uses the dinner tray as a shield, and then you can lock him in the
Right.
freezer. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Also, Yorda from Eco. Oh, Yorda.
Yoda. Yoda.
Mm.
My favourite sidekick is Wheatley, of course, in Portal 2.
Wheatley is great.
Wheatley. And I don't know whether you can count it as a side character because you're not actually, but Cave Johnson is
Well,
great.
Yeah, yeah,
Cave
yeah,
Johnson.
it's
Great
worth
game.
it. Do you know
Cave
what? You
Johnson.
know, like how does it hold up feature? Let me just say that correctly.
Do it all up.
Did you know what game qualifies this year as a does it hold up?
Portal.
Portal 2.
No, Portal 2 came. That's well qualified. That's 2011. So that's
Oh, God, we could totally do that.
you
Damn.
can totally do that one. But you know what
The
game?
answer is yes. Like we don't even need to play it.
I don't think we need to play that to see
No,
if it
no.
holds up. It just totally holds
No,
up.
but you know what game qualifies? this year?
CS:GO.
This is
What
gonna make you
year?
feel old.
2013.
GTA 5. I don't know. Tell us.
Yeah, you're right, Duke. You said it. GTA 5.
Oh, really?
Wow,
GTA
is
5?
that now 10? Is
Yeah.
that now 10 years
Wow,
old?
that's
2013.
Jeez.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's 10 years old.
Wow.
So we could play
Nice.
GTA 5.
Well,
I'm not
that is
saying
on
we do that.
Game Pass. It
I'm
is
not
on
saying we do
Game
that,
Pass.
but I did
have
suggest
it on
one
Steam.
because the remakes are coming next year. The Tomb Raider trilogy. We don't have to play the whole thing, but it'd be interesting because I suppose the thing, if we play Portal 2, we're just going to say, like you say, Duke, yes, it does hold up. because
It
it's one of the
definitely
best games
holds
ever.
up.
But Tomb Raider is so iconic, such a game changer for video games. But they're well old now, so that would be a true. Does it hold up if we played them?
Does it hold up?
Does it hold
Yes,
up?
indeed.
And you get them. You can get them on Steam for like 6p or whatever. Duke, I don't know what you can get them for, but you can get them for nothing. So
It's not the money.
it is the money. It's the cash.
No, not for me.
It's the time. I got no time.
It's the
Well,
cash.
and brain energy. My brain is fried. When I
Well,
get
luckily
home.
for you, I've got no brain energy, so that's fine. Anyway, that's that.
That's that. So anyway, it says this week instead of actors, I'm going for movies from a director,
Okay.
Okay.
and that director is Chinny's going to smash this again. Let's be
Of course, he
honest, right?
smashes it every week.
That director would be Christopher Nolan films.
All right, well,
Christopher
Okay.
He's only
okay.
made about-
I might be able to. I might be able to.
He's only made
stay
about
toe-to-toe.
7 movies, I think.
Yeah, and we can't do sequels, so go ahead,
Yeah.
Chinny. You go first.
Okay.
Say it.
All right, Batman Begins.
Okay. So
Oh, is it you, Duke? I don't
no, go ahead.
know. The Prestige, is that one of his?
Yes.
Memento was his first one.
Oh yeah, Memento. Good shout.
Momentum wasn't his first one, by the way.
What was his first
Oh,
one?
Chinny will tell us what his first
That's,
one was.
that's
What
my
was it?
backup for when you've run out.
Oh, okay.
As if we're gonna know.
We'll do an easy one, the most recent one, Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember anymore.
Come on, think.
Seriously? You're already done? Damn,
Well, I
I'm
don't
gonna beat
know.
Stu this
Christopher
time.
Nolan. I don't know. I'll know them films, but
Okay, fine.
right.
Dark
Inception.
Knight, is that one of his?
No, it's a
That
sequel
was a
to
sequel to
Batman.
what
It is
Shinny-
one,
yeah,
but
shush.
it's a sequel.
Inception.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Interstellar.
Tenet.
Dunkirk.
Ah, shit. I think I'm done. Is
He's
he
only
done?
got like one more. I
What's
think.
that? What's that stupid film where they keep going backwards and stuff?
Tenet. I said it. Tenet.
Did you say that?
Tenet, yeah.
Yeah. So his first one, I guess, is the only one left that we haven't said.
Yeah. What is that then?
I
What
think
is
he's
it,
just
Chinny?
got one
Go ahead,
more.
I give
It's
up.
The first movie he made is called Following.
I've
Oh,
never
okay,
heard of
Fair
that.
enough. I have not.
I
Seen
don't
it.
know if he has any more. He might do. I don't know,
Oh
but-
man, I should have said The Illusionist and see if you would fight me about it, and like maybe I could get you to agree that it was him.
Isn't
even though
that
it
Ed
wasn't.
Norton's movie though? Isn't it?
Yep.
Like, it came out at the same time
He's
as The
in it.
Prestige. Yeah,
Yeah. There's 2 movies about old timey magicians.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job, Chinny. You won again. Who would have thought?
of
I want
course
to
you
see if there's
did.
any
But it's a
more
good
now.
question.
I'm gonna Google it. Hang on.
Spike Lee would be a good one for us to do because he made a buttload of movies.
Oh, there is
I might
another
be able to
one.
win
There's
that one.
another Chris Nolan.
Oh,
movie.
What's
go
the
on
other
then.
I've never known about this film.
it?
Insomnia.
Oh no, that's
Insomnia.
great. I didn't I say that?
It's not based on a Stephen King book, is it? Because that book's
That was because that's a Robin Williams film, isn't
Robin
it?
Williams and Al
Yeah.
Pacino.
No.
are in that
I
one.
said that when we
Oh,
were doing
okay.
Robin Williams films, Insomnia,
Fair enough. Well, you should have remembered
Well,
it.
you
this time.
done goofed.
and Al Pacino. It's a good film, by the way. I didn't realize Christopher
Consequences
Nolan
will never be the
did
same
that.
now.
Yeah, I didn't know he did that.
All right, any more emails?
Yes. So
Go ahead.
we have got another email, and it's from
Yeah.
Mark Singh, and it's "What am I?"
The bloody
Oh,
hell.
snap. Little
he says,
riddles. Little
Evening,
riddles.
boys. Let's start with
Evening.
Starfield, shall we?
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Oh no.
I do tend to agree with you all, but something keeps bringing me back to play it. I seem
Okay.
to be chipping about an hour a night after work with it. Can't say why, but I hope to stick with it for the foreseeable future. So there you go.
Send some of it to us, and we'll keep playing. it.
Mm.
Anyway, now on to what am I?
Yeah.
Here we go. First one.
Here we go.
When the water comes down, when it rains, I go up. What am I?
The humidity
When the water it could be humidity. It could be that.
or the barometer. Doesn't the barometer go up when rainfall happens?
Time that goes side to side, I guess. Isn't it? Round.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's round.
I don't know.
Float.
But it could be
Guess it's
pressure.
humidity.
Could be pressure.
Float. A
I go-
float.
That seems like a weird way to put it.
The depth
buoy,
of water
boat,
in a lake.
boat.
The depth of water
Depth
in a
of the
lake
water
goes
in a
up.
lake? Are you serious?
Yeah, it goes up when it rains. It's true.
Weak,
A boat.
Lame.
We just-
Are you ready?
Happiness level?
Are we
Go
are
ahead.
we done guessing? Here it comes. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Go ahead.
An umbrella.
Cack.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I like mine
Yeah.
better.
No, that's the
Anyway,
correct answer. Umbrella.
it is.
Yeah.
I turn once. What is out will not get in. I turn again. What is in will not get out. What am I?
Like a semi-permeable membrane.
I'm sure that's what it is. I turn once.
Turn
What
once
is
and
out will not get in.
Is it a
I
tap?
turn
Is it
again.
a
What is
tap?
in will
Yeah,
not get
tap.
out.
Tap.
But there aren't things trying to get into a tap though.
No, there's
Air,
not.
Air tries to get in.
Uh,
It could be a tap. I feel like it might be a tap.
A valve.
Could be a valve. Are you ready?
trying to think of
It could
something
be-
where things. I mean, semi-permeable membrane works.
Could
trying
be
to go-
my
It does definitely work.
feelings. Could be my feelings.
Go
Could
ahead.
be
Let's
over
hear it.
here.
What is it?
It is a key. Oh, I quite like that. That kind of
That makes
works.
sense. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
A tap. Oh, no, we found it. Right, okay, we got it.
Spinal tap.
Final tap.
What's for lunch tomorrow? Next. Chicken nicks.
It's you. Are you okay? You have a
Any
s-
more riddles
you had a
there, Stu?
stroke
You
there,
frozen?
Stu,
I'm
or-
trying to know. I'm trying to figure out. Right. I turn once. What is out will not get in.
Yeah, because you lock the door, and then that way
Yeah.
things coming in.
I
don't-
turn again. What is in will not get out. How?
So you
how does
lock
this-
up your house when you leave, so that the things inside it stay inside it.
I'm not so sure about that. It seems a bit weird when you read it again. Anyway.
You're weird when you read it again.
Yeah, true.
You're
I am
just
the
angry
only.
about language all day today.
I am the only place in the world where today comes before yesterday.
Dictionary.
What am I?
Dictionary.
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, yeah. You totally got it.
Australia.
You totally got that straight
The
away.
international dateline.
Yay! No, you totally got it.
Australia.
Well
Yes.
done, dude.
Okay.
Was it
Uh,
Australia?
It is Australia. That is it for emails, but we have got a quiz from not Derek. I keep saying it's not Derek.
Right.
It's not Derek.
Type, it's the way to leave a message.
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
Let me just check if Tara is in labour.
Yeah, just double check. You need to keep on top of that while we're doing
No,
the show.
no, she's not in labour.
If you're scared to participate in the quiz, you can just say so. All right. So this is the quiz
Oh no, she's in
sequel.
labour. I can't do the quiz.
Oh
Part
no!
one. Here we go. It's in the form of a speak pipe. Let's hear it.
Here we go.
Hey, veteran gamers, I thought I'd do an immediate follow-up to last week's movie character quiz because I had so many clues left. You know the format. I give you a character name from a movie. All you got to do is name one of the movies in the trilogy they're in or an extended franchise, just a franchise name. So we get straight on. Let's see if you can get at least 9 correct.
Ooh, it's a
And
big
these
one.
were tough because
These
we're
are
not
hard.
used to. He's not picking main characters. Like if he were to say Bruce Wayne, we would easily get that shit. But he's not. He's picking like Alfred Pennymither or whatever.
Yeah.
So
no, I kind of
now
like
that
this
was still
last
one
week.
we got because we're not that dumb. But some of these have been really tough. So let's see if we have as much fun as we did last week and get as many right as we got last week. Why is Ubisoft open? Quit out Ubisoft. All right,
Clue number 1, Robert Langdon.
Robert Langdon. That sounds
Oh.
familiar.
Is that Die Hard? No, I don't think it is. Robert Langdon. I feel like I recognise that.
I think it's a pretty common name, so it sounds like a bunch of things.
I
But
Yeah,
got it,
maybe.
I got it. I got it. I got
Oh,
it.
he's got it.
Oh,
Ginny's got
Chini's
it.
got it. What a shock. I'm
Robert
done trying to
Langdon.
guess. Stu,
They
you wanna
used to,
guess?
they're very bad books. That's my clue.
Very bad. The Twilight series?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Worse.
wait a minute. 50
Worse
Shades
than
of Grey?
Worse.
Worse?
Worse than 50 Shades
What's
of Grey.
worse than 50
When it
Shades of
came
20,000
out-
light years from
When
Justice?
it came out, when these books came out, everybody was like, "Oh my god, these are the best books ever, girl. Wow, the Mona
Now?
Lisa. Wow, the Mona
How
Lisa.
can that not
wow.
be Twilight?
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
The last
Everybody
chapter,
loved
the last-
Twilight.
Da Vinci Code?
Da
Are you
Vinci
saying?
Code.
Wow. Is that Tom Cruise's character? Or
maybe.
Tom Hanks's character?
Or Tom Cruise.
Robert Langdon?
yeah.
Oh, Tom Cruise is in
Yeah,
it.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
That's Tom Hanks's character?
No, Tom Cruise plays Mona Lisa in that film.
Wow, that's interesting.
He's very flexible.
Hey, Mona Lisa, where's Shelley Miscavige?
And that is played by Tom Hanks, the Da Vinci Code trilogy. That's Da Vinci Code, Inferno, and Angels and Demons.
Okay.
Nice.
Number 2,
Well done, Ginny.
Harry Osborn.
Harry
Oh, got it,
Osborn.
got it,
Isn't
got
that
it, got
Harry
it, got
Potter?
it, got 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 it.
Listen to him. Just
Dude,
listen to him.
gloating is very uncool, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
No, it's
We
not.
know you're going to get all
Look,
these.
s-
We
that
know
that
you're
is
smart.
something, and I know this isn't often, that Duke and I agree on.
Yeah, really. Now, I still do it.
Talk
but
about
whatever.
Stu,
I'm-
you
it
gloat all
bugs
the
me
time
when I
you
can't
know
do it.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We
that's
all
totally
gloat.
true. I can't
Yeah.
disagree with that.
Superhero
I-
movie.
Oh, okay.
Harry Osborn. Not Venom.
Close.
Really? Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
right, because isn't he the Green Goblin?
Oscorp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Hey, I got there eventually. Thank you for the help.
And that is played recently by James Franco, the Spider-Man franchise.
Yeah.
Number 3, and the only foreign language ones in this list, Elizabeth Salander.
Oh,
man, the
that's
only one I can think of-
the girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh.
All
is it?
right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I've never seen
Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah. That is
Yeah,
it.
no, it is.
I thought it was
it
Lisbeth,
definitely is.
but
Didn't she
whatever.
kick
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hornet's
okay.
nest as well?
Yeah, she did.
And played with fire.
Wow.
Uh,
she should be careful.
She's a very, she lives on the edge
She lives on
because people keep trying
If
to
if
kill
I'm
her
correct, by the way, that's a
cockroach.
bloody good show. That.
It
So you
is-
don't
it
gloat
is a
then,
good-
Stu?
No, I'm just saying it's
He
know
said
that's
he
quite
does.
obscure. That's pretty obscure.
No, well,
It's
gloating's
not
really.
that obscure. I mean, a lot of people know these movies. But there's also an American version, so it doesn't have to be foreign language.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig.
And that is played by Noomi Rapace, the girl with the dragon tattoo trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Before,
We're batting perfectly.
Oh, these
right
are
now.
trilogies, by
1,000,
the way, aren't they? These are trilogies.
Apparently.
Yeah, they
well, they're all
are.
franchises at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Ashley J. Williams.
Ashley J.
Ashley
Williams.
J.
I know this as well.
Really?
Yeah. Ashley
Damn.
J. Williams.
can't place it yet. But Jenny, do you know it?
Nah.
It's not 7, is it?
That's not a trilogy.
Oh no,
It's
that's
got to be
true.
a trilogy.
It is a franchise, isn't it?
Ashley J. Williams.
Ashley J. Williams. I definitely recognise that.
I'm drawing a blank.
I can't think what it's from though, but I definitely recognise it.
See, the Coen brothers never do franchises, so it's never going to be a Coen brothers movie. They should do a trilogy around. They did talk about doing a sequel for Barton Fink, so we'll see. And by the way, while Stu's thinking, let me interrupt and make it hard for him to think by saying we watched a movie called 13 Conversations About One Thing. That movie's awesome. Everybody should watch it.
Who's in it?
John Turturro, and Matthew McConaughey,
Oh yeah.
and Alan Arkin. I love Alan Arkin. He's so good, and he's really good in this. Yeah, so you got it, Stu.
I'm thinking Ashley Williams. Ashley Williams.
You're gonna hate.
It's not
yourself.
Scream.
isn't
Is
there-
it Scream?
Ooh.
Maybe. I
It
wouldn't
could
know.
be Scream. It's something like that. I definitely know it.
Isn't there a
Ooh.
character in Mass Effect named Ashley Williams?
Oh, that
Yeah.
might be it, but that's not a
it's
movie.
It's not a movie, is it?
That might be
But
where
that's
I'm.
her name,
that's,
Ashley Williams.
That's
it
maybe
is,
where
yeah.
I'm
I think
recognizing.
it
Yeah, I
is.
think that might be where I'm
I
recognizing.
mean, I know that's not it, obviously, but
Yeah, I think that
I
might be where
haven't
I'm.
yet made a movie about Mass Effect. I'm sure they're
They
working.
Let's
should
find
do.
out because I'm.
Let's
I'm
find out if
thinking
it's
that's where
Scream.
I'm,
That's our
yeah.
best guess.
And that
Yeah.
is played by Bruce Campbell, the Evil Dead
Oh,
franchise.
of course, Ash.
No, you should say Ash.
No, but he's
Ashley.
got us though, hasn't he? That's how he's
Ashley.
getting us.
Ashley,
said
my
Ash.
ass. It's Ash. If you had said Ash, I would have got it like that.
But if the character's name's Ashley, that's what the character's name
But
is.
nobody calls him Ashley. They call
I
him
know, but
Ash.
that's the good thing about
No,
the
it should
quiz.
be the name people call him.
No,
For
I'm
God's
with
sake.
Derek on this.
I've
I'm
never
sorry.
Ah,
seen-
bullshit.
I've never
Yeah.
seen.
His- I
the
bet
Evil
Mike's
Dead.
real name is Michael, but nobody calls him that. It's
No,
Mike.
it's not. My name's Mike.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you. I'm trying to make a point here that is not
Well,
helped
it's
by
just
logic
Mike.
and facts.
I wish it was.
Anyway.
Mike.
All right, well, I'm just mad that I got it wrong because I should have gotten Army of Darkness. It's a great.
I was
trilogy.
thinking it's a
Yeah.
girl though. When you say Ashley, you think of a girl.
Well, that's because
don't
you're a
you?
sexist jerk.
I don't.
I told
No,
you all
it's
about
just
when
'cause
I
I think of a
watched
girl.
Evil
My
Dead
friend's
2
called
for the
Ashley.
first. Did I tell you
Yeah.
about when I watched Evil Dead 2 for the first time?
No.
When?
Friend of mine came over. We were all hanging out in his dorm room or whatever, someone's dorm room, and we put it on at like 10 p.m. and watched Evil Dead 2, and it ends with this amazing cliffhanger. Right, he's sent back to the 13th century, and he's just like, no. And my friend looks up and he goes, "That's where Army of Darkness, the next movie, picks up." And we were like, "What the fuck?" This is in the age of Blockbuster. We went racing off to Blockbuster to try to get there before midnight when they closed, and we barely got there with like 5 minutes left. We're like, "We need Evil Dead 2." They're like, "We're closing up." I'm like, "We don't care. Let us in." And we got it, and we watched Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fun fact about Evil Dead 2, by the way, there was a massive gaff when they were filming that.
Yeah.
There's one point, you know, when there's like a top-down view and he's running around the house.
Yes.
You see the boom mic and a load of the scaffolding and stuff for the set, so you
Nice.
can clearly see that it's a movie set.
Awesome.
So there
I've
you go.
never,
All right,
seen,
here's
I've
the
never
next one.
seen the Evil Dead movies. I don't know.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Skip the first one. Watch
Yeah,
Evil
the
Dead
second
2,
one's
and then watch
better.
Army of
Okay.
Darkness. Because Evil
Um,
Dead 2, they said, oh, the first one is like kind of a bog standard horror movie. Evil Dead 2, there's like, let's just take it way over the top. And it's
by the
so
way, I've
I
funny.
heard
think I've seen a
great.
clip. Is there? I remember
Oh,
switching channels, and I think it was on, and I was like, "Well, this is fucking crazy." And he had like a lawnmower or something. Is that him?
No, he has a chainsaw
arm.
on his arm. He gets
Oh,
he
okay.
chops his hand off
Clamps
as he
it
gets
onto
I
his
saw
Like
something
severed
where
arm.
like somebody had a lawnmower and they were just chopping.
Oh,
it
no,
down.
you're thinking of Dead Alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
definitely not it.
That has a chainsaw or a lawnmower.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
like mowing people down literally. Yeah.
Right.
That was Peter Jackson's first movie,
Yeah.
Ah.
Dead Alive. Go ahead, Stu. What were you going to say?
I've heard great things, by the way, about Evil Dead Rise.
They've
This is the latest
franchised
one.
it so
yeah,
much.
But,
at this
yeah,
point, I'm
Tim's,
just
by
like,
the way, I was
don't
just
know.
thinking
I
the
might
same
not.
thing. It's Brain Dead was Peter Jackson's first movie.
Well, I think it's called different things in different places. But...
Oh, possibly. But it's the... By the way, fun fact about Brain Dead, he made that as his student project for college when he was training
Yeah.
to be a director. And
Sure.
all of the actors within it are all just his mates from college. So everybody
Yeah.
who's in the film.
All right,
It
we got a
took
bunch
him
more of these
6
clues. And I need
years.
the great
Took him
papers,
6
so we're
years
gonna
to
move
make
on
it.
Here now. I'm gonna
Number
say
five,
it.
Frank
So there you go. Fun fact.
Drebin.
Shut up.
Let me rewind it since
Sorry.
Stu kept saying fun fact.
Yeah.
And that is
Well,
number 5, Frank Drebin.
Frank
Drebin.
Drebin.
Oh, so Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
Police
Naked Gun. Naked Gun.
Make it done.
yes.
Oh.
Classic.
Oh my god! It's the
Surely you're
best.
joking. I'm
No,
not joking. And
my
don't call me
favourite
joking.
line-
I know that's airplane, but
My,
still.
my favorite line is about 6 feet mustache. And he's, well, that's one big mustache.
By the way,
Nice, Beaver.
we were-
Thank
we
you.
were-
just had it stuffed.
gonna say we were both wrong because it was Bad Taste. Was his first film,
Well, again,
which
I
is the
think
film
it's
I was
whatever.
thinking of, but it's Bad
Maybe
Taste.
you
Yeah,
should
okay.
pay attention to the question. That
I
we just got
know.
asked.
I have seen.
He
Brain
doesn't know
Dead as
Frank
well.
Drebin.
Yeah.
Now, what's O.J. Simpson's character's name in that movie?
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh no! I'll tell you what though. I know he's a murderer.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
I know it. I know.
See,
don't
gloating
gloat.
is obnoxious, isn't it?
I know OJ is a murderer. I know, right?
Yes.
He's
Yes.
pretty funny in that movie though.
He's great in that
Pretty
movie,
funny.
no doubt,
He's
because he
great.
hadn't
When he-
murdered anybody yet, so far as we know.
when he's
Once
on
you
that
commit
boat,
murder, your
when
comedy
he's-
level drops.
when he's on that
Oh,
boat
yeah.
and he hits the
Like
wet
stepping
paint,
on the bear
when he hits the wet,
wet
paint.
paint.
Oh my god, it's so
Oh,
good.
great. He
I
did a
don't
really
know.
good
I
job
don't
with
know
that.
what his. I forgot.
Oh god, now I'm blanking on it. Fuck.
Oh no.
It's because we're old. It's because we're old.
Because it's a different person in the original Police Squad, a different actor, but the other
Yes.
characters are the same. Oh, I'll think of it later. Next,
And that is
Yeah.
played by Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
The Naked Gun
may
trilogy.
he rest in peace.
And number 6, Martin Riggs.
Oh, Lethal
Martin
Weapon.
Riggs. Okay. Is that which one is it?
Well, any of the Lethal Weapon movies.
No, I mean which
Mel Gibson's
person?
character.
In Mel Gibson's character. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
And that is played by Mel Gibson, the Lethal Weapon franchise.
All right, that's the first part. We got what, 4 or 5 out of those?
Easy.
Doing
We
okay?
only got one wrong.
I thought we got 2 wrong. Okay,
don't
fine.
think so.
All right.
Clue number 7, Elizabeth Swan.
I know this as well.
Don't know it.
No idea.
Elizabeth Swan. I know this. I can't think now. I do know it. I know it. As soon as he said it, I was like, I know that. Oh, this is going to bug the hell out of me.
Nordberg is his name. Damn it, I had to look it up.
Nordberg.
Shame that I didn't.
Elizabeth Swan.
I've just googled Elizabeth Swan, and I know. I now know who it is, but I didn't know it.
Well, I give up, so I don't know. I don't have any clue.
I definitely know this. Elizabeth
Do
Swan.
you think I've seen these movies, Chinny?
Yeah, not all of them, but some of them.
Is it one of the Marvel movies?
No, but
Is
it is
it
Disney. It is
Transformers?
Disney.
It's Disney.
It is Disney.
Star Wars?
The Disney franchise. Not
Like,
really,
definitely.
not really been popular lately. Was popular in the noughties, but not now.
Indiana Jones?
Close.
I definitely know it.
Close.
Oh,
Close in a kind of swashbuckling kind of way.
Romancing the Stone?
I can't give you a better clue
No.
than swashbuckling, to be honest.
no.
Peter Pan? Robin Hood? Pirates of the
Swash.
Caribbean?
I don't
Pirates of
know.
the Caribbean.
Oh, is that Keira
Oh, it is.
It's
that Keira
Kieran.
Knightley's character?
It's
Yeah.
Kieran.
Bloody knew. I knew it. As soon as he said it, I knew it. Well, you know when you
Keira
just
Knightley.
cannot place it.
Yeah.
Bollocks.
And that is played by Keira Knightley, the Pirates of the
I like Keira
Caribbean
Knightley.
franchise.
Damn it.
Number 8, Peregrine Took.
Peregrine Took.
Took.
Is that Lemony Snicket? Series
it
of
is, I
unfortunate
wouldn't
events?
know.
I have no idea.
Peregrine Took. That's not. It's not Harry Potter, is it?
It sounds like a Harry Potter kind of name.
I think it could be Harry Potter. You know, I could be wrong.
Didn't we
though.
have one from Harry Potter last time?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's go with that then. Because I don't. have a good answer.
Oh, yeah, his thing is it? Is it the Lord of the Rings? I knew it was one of those. Is it
Lord of the Rings.
It could be Lord of the Rings, or it could be the Hobbit. Could be the
Well, thanks
Hobbit.
for helping us cheat, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
We're getting all these wrong.
Yeah,
Tim.
And that is played by Billy Boyd, the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
yeah. I knew it.
Number 9,
Next one.
Felix Leiter.
Oh, that's easy. Easy.
Oh, good
easy,
for you
easy,
because I have
easy.
no idea what this is.
Is that John Wick?
Close. It's kind of like an old-fashioned version of John Wick.
Die Hard.
Tim's done the zip his mouth emoji. He zipped it. Zip it.
An
Tim.
older version of John Wick.
Don't spoil this for me, Tim. I know this one. Think of
older
what is
version.
John Wick? A man
He's
killing
an
everyone,
assassin,
and he's an assassin or whatever.
It's not. I have a very specialized set of skills.
No, he's
is
not
it?
really an assassin, but it's a guy who goes around killing
Goes around
everyone because he
killing
can,
everybody.
because he's cool.
I
Frank.
can't think
And
of
then
it.
think of a franchise
I don't
that's been
know.
going since the 60s. Well, the 50s. But
Wow, as old as that.
The 50s. Well, if you count the TV version, the 50s, yeah.
What, Death Wish?
No,
Dragnet.
no.
I don't know what.
Go
Tell us.
on, tell us.
Bow, bow.
Oh, James Bond.
007, James Bond. Well, of course, Chinny would get that.
In the
instantly.
books,
Yeah,
Who is he?
in the books, he's James Bond's best mate, but he has a lesser
Oh.
role in the movies. But he's the
I
CIA
see.
operative in the Bond movies.
Okay.
See, if you weren't such an expert, that would have been really difficult.
But
Yes.
I've read some of the Bond books, and I hate books at all. comics,
Nerd.
but, yeah,
Nerd.
Nerd. Nerd.
Right.
like this bookie book.
Sorry, I had to find that sound clip.
Yep.
And that
Right,
is
played-
played by Jeffrey
Trying to. Zip it up.
Wright, the James Bond franchise.
Okay.
Ah.
Number
Back on
10,
track.
Hermione Granger.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Come on, you cannot do cause we good blib blub and then be like Hermione Granger. Like, come on.
See, I've never watched.
We should have the same difficulty
Ron
level. on all of them.
Weasley.
I've never watched Harry Potter movies, and I know who Hermione Granger.
I
is.
watched the first one and I was like, eh.
Hmm.
But I know who Hermione is.
Hermione.
We got
That
it.
is played by Emma Watson.
Yes.
The Harry Potter franchise.
Yes.
Number 11,
Hmm.
Damien Thorne.
Damien. Thorne.
Oh, I know this.
Sounds familiar.
Don't know it.
Are you saying you know it, like you actually know it, or it's just there in your head and you're trying to figure out where you know it from?
I know it.
He doesn't. know it.
Damien Thorne. I do. I
He
know
doesn't
this.
it. No.
It's
I
just in your
do.
head and you can't place it,
Yeah. So you don't know it.
Damien Thorne
which is different from knowing.
Yeah,
from.
doesn't know. If
You're
this
doing
was
the
a,
thing that Jake Peralta did, where if I
Damien-
go, maybe I'll remember.
Damien
No.
Thorne
Didn't work.
is from Mission Impossible. Is Mission Impossible? No,
that's
I don't know.
Ethan Hawke or whatever he had. Well, he had.
Well, there's lots
Damien-
of characters in those movies. Though.
Yeah.
There isn't a Damien Thorne in Mission Impossible.
Come
You're
on, he
mad.
sounds like a Mission Impossible character, doesn't
No.
it?
It's
It's from that TV series, The Thornbirds. No.
Go on, I know that. I do know this.
I
But
don't
go on,
know.
just fucking just play the answer.
Do you know it, Chinny?
No.
Okay, let's find out.
I'm going to kick myself.
That is
Shush.
in one of them played by Sam Neill, the Omen trilogy.
Oh, of
wow.
course.
Damn.
La, 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 la.
I
don't
know
know
it
the
because I've
Omen
read
movies
the.
that well. I
I've
only
even,
saw
I
the
read
first
the
one.
Omen not that long ago. It's
Mm.
like,
I remember that Dennis Miller, back when he was funny, had a joke about
should have got
they're giving an ad for soap, and it was like, "Do your kids struggle with bar soap? Try this liquid soap." And he's like, "Do your kids struggle with bar soap? What is this? Damien for the shithead? It's soap. Wet it, wipe it. Good night." So anyway, that's what I think.
I'm
about when
annoyed
people
at
don't-
myself now. I should have
You
definitely.
should
got
be
that.
annoyed. I'm annoyed at you
Being
too.
a horror
I'm annoyed at you,
aficionado
yeah.
and all
You should be
that.
making some furtive gestures over there.
Oh, Damien.
12.
Omen.
Samuel Troutman.
Samuel Troutman.
Samuel.
It's from the Call of the Wild Angler.
Yeah.
I've no
Samuel
idea.
Troutman.
I don't know
what the
that.
fuck? That's a made-up name.
Samuel.
Don't-
Well,
don't
obviously,
know.
it's in a book, presumably written to
I
make a
know.
movie, which is made up.
Well, they're not all
Uh,
based on books.
Well, or even a script that's made up.
Samuel I have no idea.
No, I have no clue. It'll be something like
Jimmy, you know,
Sam.
wanna guess?
No, not a clue. No.
Okay, I'm gonna say, what have we not had as a franchise in this series yet?
Tom Clancy.
John Wick. Tom Clancy. Okay. Well, did they have trilogies?
Yeah, there's
Transformers. I'm gonna say I don't
There's
think
been,
we had
no, it's a
Transformers.
franchise, isn't it? There's been a few Tom Clancy books made into movies.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. The franchise means like a
Okay.
whole bunch of movies in a series.
Oh.
Not like they all have his name at the start, which also isn't even true about Hunt for Red October. They didn't say it, Tom Clancy's Hunt for Anyway.
That is played by Richard Crenna in the original Rambo trilogy.
Oh,
I
that's
would
going
not.
back.
I would have never have got that.
First Blood.
Number 13, Jean Grey.
Well, duh. Wait, do y'all not know this?
No, no clue.
What? Well, there's a rapper named Jean Grey. That's the other reason I know her. Chinny?
Ah.
Jean Grey.
This is Marvel.
Oh yes, is it really?
But which Marvel?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's the movies with the superheroes, isn't it? They're all the same.
Yeah,
One
there's
bad
loads of
guy,
them. There's so many.
Kind of the OG Marvel series. No,
I
Superman's
don't know.
DC. Come on, Chinny.
I know,
Don't
yeah.
embarrass yourself.
Oh, well, the
I almost did Superman, then I realised.
whatever they call. I know what you mean. And one where they've all got different powers.
What, X-Men?
Yes, they've all got
X-Men.
the X-Men. There
X-Men.
you go. I did not know
Who's
Jean
Jean Grey in
played by
X-Men?
what's her name? I don't remember.
What's the superhero name?
Jean Grey. She's
it?
Xavier's assistant. She's played
Oh,
by a
right.
lady.
Oh, see.
She's in love with Wolverine and Cyclops. I can't think of her name. He'll tell us.
Yeah.
Sure.
That is played by Famke Janssen in the
Yeah.
X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Her.
Famke Janssen. I know her
13,
well.
Nancy Thompson.
Nancy Thompson. That sounds like the lady in Red Dragon who almost gets burned up by what's his name? Spoilers. I have no idea. Nancy Thompson. That's such a generic name. Give us an
Yeah, it
interesting
is.
name, man.
No idea.
That sounds like, well, I mean, we've had Halloween already, but that sounds like a character in Halloween. Nancy
Sounds like a
Thompson.
character in
stabbed
every
through-
run-of-the-mill rom-com
Yeah,
ever
stabbed,
made.
stabbed through the heart against a wooden door.
Stab through the heart, and you're to blame. Nancy
Nancy Thompson.
Thompson's oh dumb name.
Mm.
Are we guessing, Chinny? Do you know?
I'm gonna say.
Oh,
I'm gonna say.
wait a minute. Is this
Flight
is this a
of the
night? No,
Navigator?
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's not a franchise.
Wait a minute.
Not
Is
to
this a
you,
night?
it ain't.
Is this a Nightmare on Elm Street? I think this might be a Nightmare
Maybe.
on Elm Street.
It's as good a guess as
Is
anything.
that the one with Freddy Krueger?
It is.
Yes.
Alright.
That is played by Heather Langenkamp in the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, it just
true.
came to me in a flash of
Yeah.
inspiration.
Mm.
Damn, that's impressive. I guess that's it.
And finally, number 15,
Oh.
Jimmy Olsen.
Jamie Olsen.
Jamie Olsen, I know this.
Does that scream?
No. Oh, bother. Do you know, there's been so many of these tonight where I'm like, I know it, but can I pinpoint what it's from?
What you mean to say is you recognize the name. Knowing
Yeah,
it
yeah, no,
means
but
you can
it
give us
means
the
I
answer.
do associate. I do know like that. I've heard the name
I'm
before.
familiar with it.
Yeah, but I just can't remember which film it
In
is.
French, it would be connaître rather than savoir.
Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen.
I heard Jamie Olsen, but
Jimmy Olsen.
Jimmy Olsen. That's not.
This is great
it.
radio,
Is
by
that
the way.
it? Is that it?
that's the
Jimmy
last one.
Olsen. Is it it?
What?
Oh, you mean It, the movie It?
It the
That's
movie.
not a franchise.
Yeah,
no.
it
Only
is.
two, being
No.
There's
generous.
been two. Well,
Part 1, Part 2. That's not
Well,
even a
I
that's not even a
don't
sequel.
know.
It's just Part 1, Part 2.
By the way, I know this one because I was obsessed with this movie.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
why wouldn't you
Back
say
to the
so?
Future.
No, it's not Back to the Future though.
You are obsessed.
Why
with
are you
that.
sat there pretending like
I
that
didn't
you
pretend.
know?
I didn't say anything. I
Well,
just kept
there
my
you
mouth
go.
shut. So
All
you
right.
could
Well,
have a
do you want
go.
to just tell us?
Go
Or
on then,
let's
what
do
is
hem
it
and
then?
haw more.
Put us
It's
out
the
of our
movie
misery.
where I actually thought that I might be the main character. It's
What?
Superman.
What?
Oh.
okay.
Jimmy Olsen is the.
That is played
photographer.
by one Mark McClure, the Superman franchise.
Damn, he nailed it right at 1:30. That's impressive. Saint Diesel. And it was a fun quiz, so thank you.
How many
very
did
much
we
for
get in
that.
the end? I think we got the 9.
I don't know. I
surely.
wasn't counting. I think we got 9. Let's
We
say
got
9.
16 out of 15.
Yeah. Woohoo! We got an
Yeah.
impossible number. Yay!
I think it was
All
good.
right.
I mean, I like this
That was
quiz. I
pretty
like
good. And
it.
that was fun. That's a fun quiz. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Anything else? Or are we doing shout outs?
No, let's do some shout outs and get the hell out of here.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
I'm going first. I'm going to shout out Special Tainted Brain because he went to his first video game show ever recently. And yeah, it was it's pretty cool that he took some pictures. He couldn't get anything, but yeah, that looks like fun. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Jason and Tim Kelly and me and the Cambridge Dictionary and Probably Okay and Soul Brother #1, Scott Patton and Ian. We love you and everybody listening. Thank you so much for being part of our community. You're awesome and yeah, you make us happy.
I'm going to shout out Tara, of course, patiently waiting for a baby to come.
Any point
Yeah,
now?
I know that
And
she's been
yourself, of
patient.
course, Chinny. But I guess she hasn't got a lot of choice. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is, I suppose.
That's the way it is.
So good luck for this week. I think it's going to come at some point in this week, because obviously it should do. But
Yeah.
I think it's coming. So we may not, you may or may not be on the show next week because there may be a
knows?
baby.
I might be on
Maybe,
the show
baby.
with a baby. I don't know.
You may be baby on the show with a
Right,
baby.
who knows?
Baby, baby.
Baby, burr, burr.
Okay.
Yeah, so good luck, Ginny, for this week. Good
Thank
luck
you.
to Tara. Say lots of love to Tara.
We'll do.
Yeah, good luck to the baby.
And good luck to the baby.
Yeah.
The baby will be lovely.
We're gonna name the baby Stu Eric Chin.
That would be so funny.
That would be a terrible
It's
name.
not happening, but it would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, it's Eric.
Yeah, it's not happening. Right, that's it. And I guess that's it, really. You know what I mean?
Does Chinny have some shout outs, maybe?
Yeah. No, that's it for me. I mean,
I would like to shout out Sealy. He was on the chat last week. Sealy has ordered a large hoodie.
Again with the
Hoodie?
merch.
More merch. Aussie Pilot J, who you played Flight Sim with? Stu?
Yeah.
He's also ordered some merch.
has he?
Yeah, they love it. Yeah.
They love a
and
bit of the merch.
Mark Singer's also ordered some. They're just flying off the shelves.
The merch is
Unfortunately,
going
I've run out of
crazy.
stock, so I'm getting more stock tomorrow. So I will get on that. So
It's being more successful than you'd thought. I'm
yeah,
guessing.
yeah. I've run out of stock, and I'm like, oh god, I gotta do some more. Anyway, so that is all good. I'll shout out a TV show that we just finished watching called Top Boy.
Oh, I've heard good
You
things.
told me to
Sorry.
watch this. I watched
Yeah.
a little bit of it, but I
You
need
would
to see
like
again.
it. Ashley Walters
Yeah.
and Kano. Very, very good. It is now finished. And when I say finished, it is finished.
It's finished.
Very good. There's technically two shows because they made 2 seasons for Channel 4, and that's called Top Boy Summer House. So if you're going to
I
watch
watched
it,
half
watch
of that, yeah.
those. And then Drake, the rapper, was like, oh, this is pretty good. I'm going to put a lot of money into
remember you
this.
saying
And then
that, yeah.
Netflix bought it, and they made 3 more seasons on Netflix, and that one's just called Top Boy. Very good. Yeah, good show. All right.
By the way, you should shout out Snoogans
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Snoogans sent an image of him wearing "Fuck this game, I'm done" t-shirt on the beach. On the
It is?
beach.
Nice.
On the beach.
That's a place none of us go. So
On the
thank you
beach.
for
Uh,
daring to
I
go to
will-
those new
I'm
places.
guessing that must be abroad somewhere because it certainly hasn't been that sunny over here
No,
lately.
it's definitely
No,
abroad.
it's a guy.
So there you go.
Yeah,
It's,
bro.
I've put it
Ah,
on
I
the
see what you
screen.
did there.
Yeah, so
Ah.
Snoogans has now rocking his "Fuck this game, I'm done" merch on the beach. Loving it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, that's it really. So that's
There you go,
I
Duke.
don't know.
Over to you.
Pigs. I already did my shout outs.
this
Did
might
we?
be,
Are we
Pigs
done?
Tend,
this might be my last
pigs
show.
tend
as,
to chew, Jason. I eat more like a duck.
This might be my last show as
As a non-parent.
Non-parent, yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Look, I
it's
could
your
be here
last
next
moment of
week,
Freedom.
and the baby
That's
still won't
right.
be born. I don't
We
know.
could be here shaking the baby at us.
I don't know.
You gotta send us pictures as soon as you have them. We'll put them on the
Yeah.
stream. I might have to do the video stream next week. Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, you might
grades
have
are
to.
due like
You might have
Thursday,
to.
and the Duchess is going away. It's gonna be the worst week ever.
Well,
I gotta take
Well,
care of the
the
goats.
baby just sleeps. So
yeah,
maybe
Ginny, just
I'll be
just
alright.
just make sure the baby holds on a bit longer. What's the matter with you?
Or
Yeah,
just
I
put
know.
the crib in your little room there, and you can watch
Yeah.
it while you podcast.
Yeah, I could do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, we
It's
don't mind if it
gurgling.
cries. It's good. It's all good.
fine.
Oh wait, no. The Duchess isn't gonna be gone next week. Okay,
Good stuff.
but the week after she's coming back. that
Anyway,
Sunday night.
Anyway, we will line up a replacement for Chini just on the off chance
Just
he
on the
isn't
wing,
we
available.
just on the
mean
bench.
Stu will do
On the
it.
bench.
Just on the bench, on the subs
Yeah.
bench,
On the subs bench.
on the subs bench.
Yeah.
But
Right.
hopefully he'll be here. Who knows?
I
We'll
might
see.
be. I don't know. I don't know.
You might be here.
We'll see.
Right.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you just switch off the television set and go and do something less boring instead? Sitting at home, watch TV, hurry up, slow good to me. Won't you? Won't you? Why don't you? Go, go, go!
I graded like a paper and a half during this podcast. It's ridiculous.
Well, you need to get a move on.
I do need to get a move on.
You
I
do?
got grades due in like a week and a half. I don't know when I'm going to get all this stuff graded.
Oh no. Great. Great.
I should do like other teachers, just put a number on it and be like, good job, and that's the end of it. Nope.
Yeah.
No, do
Trying to
it
give
properly. No,
comments.
you'd be selling yourself short and your student.
Do
Kind of
it.
just.
Well,
Do
exactly.
it.
But when they give me 150 students, that's a lot of goddamn papers to grade.
That is. That is. They should give me an incentive, like give you $1 a paper.
I don't want money. I got enough money. I need pay me in time.
Give you a minute a paper.
Well, you could pay yourself in time if you just
Yeah,
graded
just
them
go.
badly.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
We'll do
Yeah.
That's
that
the
then.
thing.
Pay
That's
yourself
the
in time.
thing.
I'm gonna stop this
All
recording.
right, I gotta go grade these.
Radio.
Recording
Alright.
stopped.
See you next week, dude. Maybe just me,
Yeah.
you, and someone else.
Good luck, Chinny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.